Bandai Namco.
Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome everyone to the TWT Throwback. I'm Rip, joined by Markman. And today's event, we're getting back in the time machine. We're hitting the DeLorean. We are going back to early 2017. Seam.
Great Scott, 2017. It was a different time. I have a feeling that even a lot of characters weren't even born yet.
There were a ton of characters that were not born yet. Dude, was Geese Howard even around back then?
Not yet, because this was, if I remember right, this was October of 2017. Actually, you know what? Was Geese out yet?
I don't remember when that character, because Evo was announced.
Oh, Geese was in December. Geese was in December, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think he was later than Seam. And was it Seam back then? Or was it C Major? What was the name back then?
It was Southeast Asia Major 2017.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. But this was there was an arms race. We were trying to figure out who was going to qualify for the TWT, and the rules were a bit different back then because we took the top 5 of each region separately on a separate points board. Overall, it was not a global leaderboard, points leaderboard yet.
Yeah, I remember the times were different back then because I almost qualified because I was like 6th or something in the U.S. back then. But I'm trying to remember the other side of the rules were, could people from one region enter another region just to gatekeep people?
It wasn't to gatekeep, but as obviously they could enter, of course, for the ability to win prize money. So yeah, people were allowed to go anywhere that they wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I just want to let you guys know again, shout outs to our friends over at Astro Gaming. They're the official headset and mix amp of the Tekken Online Challenge.
Yes, sir, they are. We've got the headsets on to prove it. And of course, going back to what we were just talking about a second ago, the prize money was always available. So these guys would travel everywhere. And I remember in the US, at least, you would get guys like JDCR and Shaheen coming over, and you'd be like, well, how am I supposed to qualify if my path to the bracket has these guys in it? Which is, of course, why the rules all changed and everything. But I do hear
I'm feeling great. We're back here.
Some talking in the back. There's you, Markman, right there.
It's me and Tasty Steve and his $600 t-shirt. Man, I remember that day we bought that, and he was tripping. I was like, I can't believe you're going to buy this, Steve. He's like, not only am I going to buy it, I'm going to wear it in an hour on stage. I was like, okay, Steve, let's go.
Yeah, you look exactly the same. That's ridiculous. And this is Naroma and Lojai up here. Unsponsored Lojai, maybe? Or is he on that First On team back here?
I don't think he was even with First On Esports yet. This was, again, way back, and then Naroma, obviously, this was hot off of his performance at the Korean Master event, where he was able to win, and obviously it put him into contention, so he wanted to be able to get more points. But this is quite the throwback. I mean,
this is wide open right now.
Jack, I'm trying to remember now Jack and Shaheen, how they played back then, but either way, we're going to go into the top 8. This top 8 has some very memorable names, even some names that we probably don't see now, but there are definitely some legends that are involved in this process. Anyways, going into the match, look at Lojai. He's played Shaheen throughout the course of Tekken 7. It's been his character. It's the character that has won him, some of the biggest tournaments and allowed him to place at the highest levels throughout, all kinds of competition.
Yeah, I would definitely argue that Lojai is one of the players who put Shaheen on the map, right? Like, I can't think of another top player who really took Shaheen at the highest levels in tournament. Probably just Lojai. Man, beautiful duck there. Just try to interrupt, though, was scared of the mid follow-up, I think. Jackhammer tracking was so good back in 7.0.
It was super good. And you got to remember, again, as I was talking about, Naroma seemingly coming out of nowhere. There's obviously people within Japan that knew him, but on the global scene, not a lot of people knew about him. He was a Tekken God player that was out of the Kyushu region. So Kyushu, obviously in West Japan, not as known as Tokyo or Osaka, but he was one of those players that was really helping the newer generations, being part of the, the competition. He was playing with players like Gen, players like Chikurin as well. So he was definitely helping those players become more formidable within the Japan scene. But he ended up going to Korea for the Korean Master event earlier in that year, and he ended up winning, which is kind of unheard of at the time because, the dominance and the way that people looked at things, at least back then, is everyone thought Korea was undeniably the best region in Tekken.
Yeah, I remember. And especially, you didn't expect someone like Naroma who you hadn't heard of from Japan to put in all that work at the time. And we'll probably do that event for another TWT Throwback as well. Damn, the damage.
Yeah, I mean, just to, if you guys don't want to go far back or don't want to wait for that throwback, but Naroma was able to beat some of the best players, including Saint and JDCR, who at this year especially were terrorizing the TWT. These guys were at the top of the points leaderboards, and they were constantly within the top 8 of tournaments, if not in the grand finals.
Yeah, it was always that question too, right? Like, are we only seeing Sage and JDCR win because we're not seeing the other Korean guys travel around as much? And then you go to this Korean Master event where all the Koreans are, and then this Japanese guy, Naroma, wins it, and you're like, wait a second, he's not even the Japanese player that we're all familiar with. You know, we're all familiar with Nobi and Pikosu, etc. You know, Pikosu is like so rare now, even, but Ao at the time in Tekken 7.
Yeah, and you know, at the time, Jack was considered, you know, a really, really good character. Not only because Saint was using well, I mean, even in the Americas, Anakin was, you know, really showing some dominance with that character as well. So at this time, a lot of people were like, you know, this Jack character is pretty damn strong.
Yeah, and right there, Lojai tried to magic 4 and Roma with the backdash down for 2 in between the string. That's a fantastic whip punish.
Yeah. You know, leading into this too, Lojai switching obviously to Shaheen, but he used different characters in tag 1 or tag 2 if I remember right. He used Law, he used Lee, he used Lars as well. So he used a number of different characters leading into this.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see that he switched to Shaheen so early here, right? Like, Law was pretty darn good when this game came out as well. So, you know, myself, when I was looking at the 2 characters, I thought, these characters are very similar, but I like Law more because he's got the DSS option. But when I played the matchup finally, Law versus Shaheen, I realized Shaheen has the same sort of tools, but more range on all of them. And I was like, oh man, that's it's pretty useful. It's pretty useful.
Same ideas, same application, but different results. And I think early on, a lot of League players kind of gravitated towards Shaheen, right?
True, very true. Yeah, he definitely seemed like the Lee replacement character, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how that happens. Is like they'll have one move that looks almost exactly the same, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's replacing this character. They're never coming back. They're
the other character's not there, right?
Yeah, I remember that. It was crazy to be able to see that kind of stuff unfold within the Tekken community. Like, oh, Arbor King's never coming back. King has his move. He's never coming back. Then what happens? Oh man, he showed up again.
I mean, everyone said the same thing about Giggs and Marduk too, right? I think in Tekken specifically, you kind of get to see more of that. It's almost like the Shoto similarities, right? You see one move that's kind of similar, like, oh, I guess we can have multiple of those. Nina and Anna.
I guess I should let everyone know that you can never have the mentality of that they're not going to put another Shoto in the game. They're not going to put this character in the game because, man, you don't want to eat your words. I'll tell you that. You don't want to eat your words. Anyways, back into the matchup. Naroma is obviously very, very strong in the matchup here. A different style of Jack. I would say a very, very different style of Jack from what maybe we're used to at least seeing from Saint.
Gets the wall into the shoulder.
And his reactions are so good. Yeah, the disappointment in Naroma has always been that, you know, he does so well throughout the year, and then you get to the final that he just doesn't seem to perform well for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because the players all train harder for him specifically, or if it's because he's got like some kind of nerves, you know, some kind of built-up pressure because it's the finals time. But he just has not done well at the TWT finals.
I gotta ask you, what's the preferred path for a player? Do you want to be able to dominate throughout the season, leading into the finals, and then choke in the finals, or would you rather just have one good day?
That's so hard to say, to be honest. Like, I think I would prefer just to have the one good day.
The one good day.
Because there's all that prize money on the line, you know, and it's like, why win all these other tournaments when you don't really get anything from it except for, like, you know, cool recognition? I mean, at the point where I'm at now, I just like doing cool stuff in matches. You know, I just want to end with the slow-mo and have everyone go hype, you know?
Or land a counter hit down 2-3 on JDCR. I feel like that's like what you're best known for, at least in the past few years.
I know, it's so sad.
Oh, there's the nice punish. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, Romo, you know, he's getting a little acid. Trying to close it out with the Rage Art. And Lojai, he became the Rage Art master after this, right?
You know what? I always feel like he was one of those guys that had amazing reflexes to be able to react to certain things. We probably saw it a lot more just because we started seeing him on stream more.
Yeah, very good. And look at that, just a jab lock. It's like a jab, a jab, a jab. You're gonna duck, aren't you? Down forward 2. Perfect read.
Look at the damage here.
Jack is, you know, such a problem here. And, you know, it doesn't help that Naroma actually has a way different rhythm. He's bringing that Kyushu flavor to the matchups. And look at all that damage on Jack.
That was crazy. And, you know, Naroma didn't need that. He tried to debug at the wall to close it out for the breakable wall.
Oh, nice. You don't want to get hit by that big
keeping him there. Man, making interesting use of certain moves here. Nice punish there from Lojai.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to track, you know, just with single hit the arc homing attack. Beautiful duck. 4-1, no jail. This is when they took off the jailing off it. Because I remember when the game first came out, Shaheen's 4-1 was jailing.
Yeah, that was pretty much his jab at that point. He's just let me poke with 4-1.
Yeah, and there you see Naroma was like, oh, doesn't jail anymore. Instant duck, instant punish. And I think that was winner side of the bracket, right? So Lojai probably sent down a losers here.
Yeah, he is going to be going to the losers. So now Naroma securing himself a spot in the winners final, which is, of course, going to be big for him and Japan, because I don't remember. There might be one other Japanese player in this top 8. But, you know, Japan didn't really travel that much in 2017. This was really before the Yamasa boys got together, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember this time period, and Japan wasn't traveling much, you know, but this in the Southeast Asia region was kind of a spot where Japan would travel to. So you would see them here, you'd see them in the Philippines. But, you know, right now, it looks like JDCR is coming up to the stage. I can see him way back behind your head in the screen.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's crazy because, you know, 2017 was a bit of a time machine within itself. 2017 started seeing a lot of players that we didn't see in the past starting to come back, or players making their first appearance that we would see on the Tekken global standings. And, you know, 2017, again, as I mentioned, was a special year. Maybe a few months ago, we saw a TWT rebroadcast of the 2017 World Finals, and that was quite a treat because, you know, we had that story of Kudans and how he hasn't been at the global scene or at the top of the global scene for about 10 years. The last time we saw him at a U.S. event was at, what was it, Electric Cancel way back in the day, and he ended up winning that tournament. And then he kind of fell off the map since then. But this was one of the events where Kudan started making his comeback, and he's in this top 8.
Yep, he's coming up next, actually. I think it's going to be Kudans versus JDCR. I think that's the next match we're going to get to see here. At this event specifically, I remember I was home for it, so I wasn't at the event, but I don't think I got to watch it live, actually. So for me, it's kind of like reliving the past, like for reals, for reals.
Well, I never saw the stream because I was actually there live, so this is quite the treat for me to be able to see this.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Kudans behind Steve's head over there.
That's definitely Kudans right there.
And I'm pretty sure we saw JDCR already go and sit down. So JDCR versus Kudans. This is probably one of the first times they met.
It's the second time that they met, because the week before this, they were in Taiwan where they had Taipei Major. So they played each other at that tournament, and it was very, very close. So this was the second time within 2 weeks that these guys would go up against each other.
Yeah, and at this level, you know, like they're so prepared for each other. Like Kudans is definitely that kind of guy who, you know, when he loses someone, I'm assuming he lost to JDCR the first time they met.
He did.
Yeah, okay.
It was close though. I believe he sent JDCR to the losers bracket, and they met up again in the.
Gotcha.
They met up again in the losers together, and then JDCR ended up coming out on top.
Wow. So yeah, so this one should be fun to watch then. But yeah, Kudans is definitely the kind of player who does his homework on his opponents once he loses. You know, not just on the opponent, but also on the things that he lost to, which is always so important whenever you're a competitive player in anything. It doesn't matter what the game is, as long as you can find your weakness in tournament, and that's the best place to find your weaknesses out, right?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Hey, well,
what
what are the rules on time travel? Because I'm wearing the same pair of shades in both scenes. How does that work?
I mean, maybe that means that the sunglasses are going to disappear, or
Eventually,
if you leave one behind, you're in trouble. You know, that's for sure.
Well, if the one in the past takes it off, is the one I'm wearing going to disappear out of nowhere?
Dude, there's no way you take it off, right?
I don't think so. At least I don't, unless something crazy happens. Unless Steve like elbows me in the face.
He may. He definitely may. Steve is out of control, man. And look how short his hair was back. It's so weird to say his hair is short here because his hair is kind of long here, but compared to what it is now, I just saw him recently. His hair is out of control long now. It doesn't look as it's all dreaded up, but man, Steve actually looks like he's aged way more than you, Mark. Good stuff. Good stuff.
You know, well, I am a time traveler, as you can see. You know, Steve hasn't been time traveling as much as I have, but when you time travel, you know how to take care of your skin. I'll tell you that.
Oh, dude. But yeah, this is see, look like they're setting up stuff on their sticks, I guess. I feel like Kudans has the most stick issues out of every competitor I've ever seen.
Yeah, traditionally.
He always goes up there, he's like, oh, my buttons don't work this time. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, there was one tournament where he asked me to look at his stick, and I was like, okay, but I'm on commentary. I'm on commentary.
Dude, I remember
hand it over.
There was a year at CEO where, like, between matches, he was going back to the hotel room to switch out stick parts. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
How do you, what? Like, I don't even understand.
It's crazy, too, because, like, a lot of the Korean players, they're very into tuning their arcade sticks. I think Saint's the same way. He's, like, super involved on, like, making sure that everything is just right. And it's nice to see that kind of, I guess, meticulous attention that these guys pay attention to their weapons when they're going into battle. It's like, sharpening your blade, right? You got to make sure that you're able to slice and cut somebody at the right time.
Yeah, it's their mastery of their weapon of choice for this kind of competition, And Saint, as you mentioned, dude, he is by far, I want to say the
He's a
most
stick nerd.
invested, big time stick nerd. Yeah, but like the level of it, like we make these time travel references. Like he is the Doc Brown of tinkering with his own arcade stick. That sounded way worse the way I phrased it.
Yeah, that sounded really bad. I was like, oh, he's one of those, huh?
He's got all the ball tops, and all the shafts around. But no, he definitely has like this little lab setup in his room, and it's just like stick parts everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see more players actually streaming that kind of stuff as well. I think it'd be really cool because obviously people always have questions like, oh, are they using a Korean lever? Are they using a Japanese lever? Are they even using pad, or which pad are they using? Because I know a lot of players, even outside of the traditional PlayStation 4 DualShock, which you would assume is probably the most popular, and I'm sure it is the most popular, but people like to use converters and use PS3 pads or even maybe PS2 pads or PS1 pads.
Yeah,
You've seen all kinds.
Crazy to think that, right? Because I'm pretty sure Spirogen was one of those guys who used the old like PS1 or PS2 controller.
Yep.
Chuck Shetty used to be the same way. He used to use an old PS1 or PS2 controller with a converter. And there, looks like the player's almost ready to go. JDCR with the Echo Fox jersey, dude. That is a throwback for me.
JDCR versus Kudans.
Remember that team?
Yeah, I mean, that's another team that through the annals of time, someone just snapped and they're gone. It's crazy.
Let's see how this works out.
Ridiculous. But I mean, at the time, Echo Fox was on top of the world, right? They had Sam JDCR. Man, they had Justin Wong, Sonic Fox. Like they were just winning everything. I feel like bajillions of dollars.
And I mean, to beat JDCR, so it's like
all the players had fantastic contracts. And that was actually, is that a, I can't remember his name right now. What the hell? It's Kokoma, isn't it? Up there with Kudans?
It looks like Kokoma. I recognize those hips anywhere. Yeah, especially when he cosplayed as Kazumi that one year.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was the CEO. We definitely took a picture with him. I think Lojai jumped on the floor to be the tiger or something.
Yes. A great sport, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, not Lojai. I think it was double. I think it was double. I think so. It might have been. It's either one of them.
I mean, to be honest, we weren't focusing on the tiger. We were focusing on the thrower of the tiger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love how embarrassed he was about it, but he's still like rocking it around his entire venue.
Oh, even JDCR's inspecting the stick. That's how you know it's crazy. He's like, oh man, this guy looks like he's crazy. I'm not going to touch it.
Or he's just talking trash to him like, bro, you don't have a stick that works? Like, come on. It's top 8 of the tournament. What did you use to get into the top 8?
That's so cool.
That's actually pretty sick.
Damn, there's like
There's a
4
crowd.
people.
There's a crowd. I mean, how many people does it take?
I do respect it as well, but of course.
Oh, dude. I mean, at this point, I feel like Kudans, he's destined to lose this matchup. His stick definitely doesn't work.
Okay, JDCR is going back to the other side, getting ready to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point, I mean, if I were to go back in time, I would pull out the yellow card and be like, hey, you're wasting our film.
I know. Like, look, one day, Rip and Markman from the future are going to have to go back in time travel here. I think I have to watch this whole debacle before we get to watch our match.
It's crazy, too, because you think about it, if he did get a yellow card here, or if he did get disqualified, maybe he wouldn't have qualified for the finals. Because he qualified in the finals through this event.
Wow. That's ridiculous, actually.
Oh, man, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. The times are crazy. I mean, if you think about everything that's happened leading up to this, Kudans showed up at the very end of 2017.
Right.
When they started, when you start talking about events. Maybe he wasn't even supposed to be there.
Damn, he came from the future back to the past, down to the tournament just to make the finals so he could rewrite history.
And you think about it, the years leading to this, the World Tournament, this was before it was the TWT Finals. You know, Nobi ended up winning in, what was it, 2014, 2015?
Oh, God,
he ended up
dude.
winning EVO, and he won the Global Tournament. The following year, Saint won EVO and the Global Tournament. And then this year, JDCR won EVO, and obviously he did not win the Global Tournament.
Ooh, man.
Because he got eliminated by Kudans.
Dude, Heihachi, let's go. I want to see this matchup now. Does he use Heihachi in this match? That would be the craziest thing.
I don't think he used Heihachi the entire year until you brought it up. Honestly,
it looked like it.
Yeah. Hey, someone just took a Red Bull. Can I have it? Can I have it?
Cameraman, please.
I'll take it. I'll drink it.
He looked like he's gonna have it. Oh God, I didn't get mine.
Yeah.
I got mine. Cameraman.
All right, here we go.
Damn. Cameraman with the hookup.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, looks like
Kudans
these guys are sitting
apologizing
down.
for the delay. I'm gonna assume that's what he was doing there.
I'll assume as well.
I used to play on a PS2.
I almost said sumimasen, but I forgot they're Korean, not Japanese. I've been out of it for too long, man. I haven't been to Asia or Japan in so long.
I almost replied to the Korean version. I was like, yeah, all right, it's okay. Go aside. You know, like. Oh man.
All right, battle between two legends in the Korean scene, JDCR versus Kudans. And it's the matchup that we expected, at least back then. It's Dragunov versus Deviljin.
Yeah, Dragunov, dude. This character was, like, ridiculous. And it's so weird to me that we still don't see much Dragunov nowadays. Like, right now in Season 3, Dragunov's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Not as good as Season 1, no. But he's got the wall bounce.
It's dependable. You remember the first time it was Season 3, his first iteration came out. He was pretty damn good.
That
But
crazy
so were a
wall
lot of the other characters though.
That's what I'm saying. So, but I'm saying, you know, one day he'll be back.
I mean, who cares about these pro players? These guys are hella off when it comes to their opinions, anyways. You look back in the day, everyone said Akuma was not even C tier. You remember that?
I remember.
Yeah, so I don't trust any of these pro players, especially the ones in the past.
Dude, Eliza's S+ tier right now.
Yeah,
you know?
but she was never good back then.
Bro, I was just on a podcast, the Wave Dash podcast with Arslan Ash recently, where he was talking about how Eliza needs a good low. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know? That's the word I had to switch to. Are you kidding me? You know? Oh man, now she's S+ tier.
You can't trust top players that can win everything. They have an agenda. I don't trust them.
Yeah, and you know, back in this time, and actually, JDCR, I think just this past week won an Africa tournament with Dragunov.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he's still putting in work with Dragunov in Season 3. But yeah, Kudans he's in there right now.
Yeah, you got to remember, at this time, you know, there weren't too many Mishima players. And, you know, obviously Kudans has been a Mishima player for life. And seeing him obviously come back out of the woodworks, really showing his dominance within the game. You know, I remember the first time. So there was that event we were just talking about earlier, the Korean Master event that happened this year. And that was my first time seeing Kudans in years, because I haven't seen him since the Tag 2 days. And I was actually super happy to know that he was playing Tekken 7. And at that point, I was like, wait a minute, you're actually playing? And he said, yes, he's playing for real, and he's actually going to go to Singapore, to Taiwan, to try to qualify.
Damn, I can't believe he was doing that rage art like that back here. At CBH, like we saw it obviously in the finals, you know, the 2017 finals. But Clutched up there 3 rounds straight. He's like, yo, this stick works fine. It was just a rage art button. I had to make sure it was working.
You know, there was a time where I don't know if it was me that asked him, but it was definitely someone from the commentary guys that asked him, like, hey, Kudans, how do you feel about the matchup versus JDCR? And this was in 2017, and he spoke with such confidence, saying that he played him in the T5DR days, right? And he always felt like he had a mental advantage against him because he's beaten him so many times back then. Obviously, they didn't get to really play during Tekken 6 or much during Tag 2, but back then, because he beat him so easily, he had confidence going into him in the matchup. And obviously, he's all smiles here. He doesn't seem stressed at all. And JDCR at the time was the #1 player in the world.
Exactly. And, you know, it's so crazy. When you're a player of Kudan's caliber, you know, who was like a champion a decade prior to this, to come back after all this time, it doesn't matter if the guy you're playing against is actually the best in the world. You know you can beat this guy. Like, this guy, he can't be that good. I used to beat him all the time back then.
Yeah, and I think that's the mental advantage that really kind of helped catapult him, especially when he was fighting these guys so deep into the tournament. He's like, oh, I'm fighting this guy who I know I could beat. I have a winning record against him.
Dude, the worst part, like thinking in that line of thought for me, you know, there were players when I was coming up that would beat me up really badly, like say like Tom Hilfiger or something, right, or Arario. And when I play them now, I know way more about the card game than they do. But they're so confident when they play against me. I'm like, I don't know if I can beat them still. You know, it's messed up.
It's I think a lot of people attributed it like, hey, that's my weakness, that's my kryptonite, because I always lose to this guy, right? Doesn't matter what era. Oh my gosh.
That's 2 punishes that JDCR did not launch.
Yeah. I mean, again,
what?
I feel like Mishimas were not used in this game, so maybe you got to be like, oh my gosh, how do I fight this character again?
He blocked the Hellsweep Rage Dive, he didn't punish correctly. Then he blocked a real Hellsweep, he didn't punish correctly.
Yeah.
JDCR is playing shook.
You know, JDCR is a robot, right? We all know him as like the machine. He should be able to do all this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that would block a Hellsweep and punish with an electric.
Exactly. That's why he needed Heihachi, man. Dragunov made him all lazy.
Well, I will admit that he probably did. He probably did. At the time, Dragunov was way too good that he probably didn't have to go for too many execution heavy things.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, but I mean the way he plays Dragon, you can see he like really simplified Tekken down to his core, right? It's like this move, I'm gonna limit your sidestep options, then I'm gonna track you this way or that way, and that's it. It's just so simple. And then the craziest thing you would see him to do is like a backswing blow. You know, and execution-wise, that's not that big, right?
If you got that, you got that.
All right. Man, Kudans. Is he in a 2-0 here?
I'd be super surprised if he does. But the laser throw, you never see that move. That was the last time we saw that move was in DR. That's how you know he's living in the past.
Dude, I just saw this Tag 2 compilation for all like the team stuff. Yeah. And there was a laser throw between Angel and Devil Jin. I have never seen that. That is so cool.
There's so many moves in that game that you never see because they're so specific to teams.
Right, and you never saw half of them.
Yeah.
Especially in tournaments, you probably didn't even see like a fourth of them, I bet.
I mean, that game had like 900 characters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And yeah, all the special combinations and like another couple thousand options there.
Yep.
I saw a throw with Forest Law and Paul that I'd never seen before. I was like, what? Because I never ran that team. I ran Marshall and Paul. I'm like, dude,
gotcha.
Who's going to run the Forest and Paul team to show me this?
It's the one where Paul complains to Forest Law, and Forest Law's like, right? Is it that one?
It's the one where Forrest pulls him in a full Nelson, and he's holding the opponent, and Paul death hits him.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay.
I saw it for the first time today. I was like, what the hell? How have I not seen this?
I didn't do it.
Man, but JDCR,
like you said,
right, he got the game. Okay, I thought so.
Well, I think this is because it's the winner side semis still. It's going to be 2 out of 3. It's not a race to 3 yet.
Wow, and I see
Look at Kudans. He's focused.
Yeah, he's not all smiles anymore, right?
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, that first round is super sloppy, though, right? The hell sweeps and the punishes. And Kudans, even, he had a chance. He blocked that Dragunov slide. He didn't punish correctly. He thought it was wall stand 2 punishable. It wasn't. So that was a lot of mistakes that cost him and lost his momentum. So he's got to resettle back in for the third game. But I was going to mention in the chat, you know, somebody says that JDCR admitted on stream that Dragunov made him slack. So it definitely seems that way. So it's cool to see him go back to Armor King.
I feel like that's, you know, I hate to say that. I feel like that's a lot of Tekken 7. You know, at the top tiers at the time, a lot of the characters relied more on you being a player, not, you know, grinding out execution, grinding out certain combos or certain things like that. It was a matter of, you know, just having that general mindset and presence.
Yeah, that's what's so scary about Mission was the current version of Tekken 7, right? Like, if you have the execution of them, they still play like Tekken 7. You know, so the execution barrier in general for most characters is a little bit lower, right? In terms of getting good damage and everything. But then when you're in mission mode, you have the option of executing extremely high and doing extra damage.
Nice. How do you block lasers, by the way? That's crazy to me.
That's ridiculous. Blue stuff blocked, 1+2 get off him.
Is he gonna rage art his face? Oh, he tried to do something.
And, you know, either way, JDCR's like, I know you're going to try to do something. Rage art or up 4, I'm blocking it.
So, again, the week prior, Kudans lost to JDCR at Taipei Major. So, JDCR, obviously, right now with the round lead, he's probably feeling really good about this. But I have a feeling that Kudans is going to start turning things up. And there, sidestep Godfist, which is proven to be such a weapon in this matchup that they've been playing against each other. The sidestep Godfist kind of neutralizes the movement that JDCR has or his ability to poke, and it opens up the use of the Hell Sweep.
Exactly, yeah. And sidestep, you know, Godfist is just such a good whiff punisher in general, right? Like, if something like a jab misses, that electric's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the defense right now for Kudans, the wall stand and ones are coming out for the whiff punches even. He loves that.
Yeah, it's such a good move, too, for Devil Jin, if you think about it, because he doesn't have a wall-standing knockdown move that's fast enough usually, but because of that addition in T7, he was able to start getting some pressure mix-ups after his attacks now.
Yeah, that up 4-4 has always been good. Down back 2. Man, look at it, down 2.
Oh, he kicked him in the face.
What the hell?
Standing 4. I don't know if that was on purpose. That was crazy.
Oh, here we go. Again, he's poking with those mitts, but he interrupted.
2 throw? Man.
Oh my God!
Oh, he blocked.
Oh,
great block.
He didn't punish it.
I mean, he tried 13 frames there too.
Yeah, he hesitated. He hesitated. He was like, "Wait, is it this? Is it that?"
Because last time he didn't punish it, and this time he didn't punish it either. Okay, so Rage drives are safe on JDCR, but he's 1 round away from closing out the set here.
Hell Sweep and all variations of Hell Sweep are safe.
Yeah, against JDCR right now. This tournament. Damn! On a toe kick?
Yeah.
It's
not
Can't block that
one. Final round.
Right now.
Oh yeah, final round. JDCR and Kudans.
Now this is some good Tekken. And it's
2017. Dude, he can't punish a Hell Sweep.
I mean, that was, you just pressed the 2 button. He did from crouch 2 for that sequence. That was crazy.
He's playing nervous.
And look, he has a huge life lead. He has a very huge life lead here.
He gets the knockdown.
What's going to happen?
Running
Uh-oh.
to one more hit will do it.
Oh, that was
my
big.
God.
That was on a whiff as well.
Hell
Oh,
sweep.
got it.
The drive.
That's
Is
not
it enough?
That's not it.
He
That
missed
is
it.
definitely
It might be
Electric.
enough.
That's not it.
It
That's
should be
it.
enough.
Oh my
Damn! Didn't miss
Kudans.
that one.
Moves on
Kudans.
once again.
Yeah,
You're
he's talking about that same thing he did at the finals. That was
That's
crazy.
the legend.
Why is this
He loves
Red
that
Bull thing
pop-up. That's
behind
his
you?
thing
This
right
is
there.
dangerous. This is
Holy
really dangerous. I love
moly.
Red
All
Bull.
right.
We
So
almost
So,
got
okay,
that
look,
right.
if JDCR had won this set as well, say he won Taipei, and he won this one as well, and then he lost in the finals, I would have felt extra bad
Oh, yeah.
about the Heihachi chant. But now that he lost to Dragunov, yeah, bring out the Heihachi, bro. You can't
He-
do that with
he-
Dragunov.
He's been had your number, bro. You got to switch.
Exactly.
Damn, we had replays back then?
Yeah, we did. Look at this. And that first game was a blow-up, right? 3 rounds straight for Kudans.
This was clutch. That
But this
back
is
swing
a
blow.
very sloppy JDCR, right? This is not the JDCR I was used to seeing in 2017.
He definitely partied with somebody last night, maybe with Tasty Steve. Uh-oh, here
Look
we
at
go.
this rage art.
Back, baby.
Damn.
Kudans, I like that. He's like, let's go.
It's nice to see this too, because you got to remember, from the highest competitive level of Tekken, Kudans was at the top towards the end of his run at T5DR, right?
Yeah.
And then coming back 10 years later, I don't think we've really seen that in too many fighting games, in too many maybe esports in general. That is
General.
very, very rare.
Imagine that in like basketball. You know, like you're not gonna see that. Like, esports is the only place this could happen. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
Michael
and
Jordan
we still don't
tried.
see it.
Michael
Yeah, he
Jordan tried
tried.
with another team, but it didn't work.
And he had to buy the team first to try it. You know, like,
Yeah. See, the barrier of entry is really high.
And Kudans had to make comeback after comeback.
Oh man, I can't believe this comeback he makes in the final round. Look at it. He had like 5% here. Drops combo, delays it. He's like, you might low play if I just run up and do it. Delays the rage drive just so he can land it. Finishes the combo, has the execution, and the pop off. Yeah.
What's crazy too is like if you look at this, and some people are talking about it in the chat. Over time, Tekken 7 on console, this was still a new game, but obviously it was out for a few years in the arcade prior to this. But seeing how much better the players are now in 2020 versus how they were back then, there's a huge difference here. And obviously the game has changed quite a bit since then. There's been a few updates and patches to the game, even just for the overall feeling of the game, where it's there's less input latency. There's obviously balanced moves. There's different methodologies on how you approach certain matchups. These players have evolved in such a way that, with the changes in seasons and, the obviously small changes, but then there's going to be even bigger changes where the team has already announced for Season 4 that everybody's getting new moves. So people have to always keep their eye on this game. It's obviously turned into one of those esports where players have to obviously keep playing, even if the season's not in play. They have to remain sharp. They have to still study the game and kind of figure things out.
Yeah, and the addition of new moves over seasons to me is one of the craziest things about Tekken 7.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember back, when you say you go from like Tekken 5 to Tekken 5 DR in arcade terms, this was, I think, like a 1 or 2 year gap, probably a 2-year gap. And you would only get like 2 new moves for the character. You'd be like, oh wow, now you're stuck with that moveset for years until Tekken 6 comes out,
Sure.
So now in Tekken 7, we've had, this is Season 4 incoming, and we've had new moves added like twice or 3 times already in the same game. Essentially, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, speaking of us, these are 2 players that have been no stranger to the TWT scene as well. We have Book from Thailand going up against Jun Ding from Korea, and these players, again, we've seen them time and again, and this is probably one of the earliest times that they fought each other in T7.
Yeah,
You remember Eddie came out very, very late in Tekken 7's life cycle, a console exclusive character at the time.
I forgot about that.
Was it
Wow,
out
the
in the
hop
arcades?
kick out of relax? Weird. But yeah, and Book, I don't even recognize his sponsor. That's how long ago this was. That's not Talent Esports.
Definitely not.
VSAMG FB Book.
But this is, I think, where we started seeing, versus Jun Ding at least, Jun Ding started finding out that he had bad matchups. And Jin was definitely one of those monsters that he always had to deal with.
And was John Ding using Chloe before this too?
Yeah, there was no Eddie yet.
Yeah, so prior to this in Tekken 7, Johnny must have been using Chloe, and then he's like, all right, Eddie's a character I want to use. And I'm guessing in Tag 2, John Ding was an Eddie player, a capo player?
He was a double capo, yeah. He's one of those. He deserved it.
Oh, yeah.
He deserved it.
That bait was disgusting. Of course, that bait intentional there for the spring kick so we can get the full punish.
follow with more damage.
Look at that. Look at the damage that he was able to deal out there.
Very unfavorable. Not just
But
for
the
Jin,
thing
but
I think
for
that's
anybody.
troublesome in this matchup is because Eddie can't move, and certain moves that Jin has just proved to be
That one.
overwhelming, such as that that kick was way better back in the day. I'll tell you
Dude,
that.
I just remembered. Yeah, that forward four is a countered launcher every single time. Now it's like it only works like 25% of the time. That's a full launcher.
Yeah, you have to be deep and you have to be committed.
Oh no!
Oh, we
Wow.
missed.
Oh, while standing 1-4.
Yeah, we never see that move as well. While standing 1-4.
Dude, calm down. All right.
Damn, Book here taking his time. And yeah, like going back to what Chad was talking about, how the players have evolved so much with the game. Book definitely one of those players who has come a long way throughout Tekken 7.
It's actually better to take that option.
Yeah, actually, my first time seeing Book was during the Tag 2 days, where he performed very, very well in the World Tournament, or the last Tekken Tag Global Tournament that we had. He ended up, I believe, getting 4th place in that event.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be like his curse, right? Where he gets like 4th or 5th place.
Yeah.
I think it was 5th, right? Because that's like the ha 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 in Thai, I think. And everyone like laughs. Just like anyway. But Book, regardless, still was the Evo Japan 2020 champion, right? So he finally got a championship, and then the world got locked down.
I forgot about that. That was
Yeah.
earlier this year, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, right? So he's had a long path through Tekken 7. And he's been trying to switch away from Jin for a while. Like, we saw him at the Japan, I forget what year it was, but the Japan event where he switched to, I think, like Claudio or Shaheen or something because he liked the
Yeah,
hot
he's also used Akuma in tournament before, too.
Yeah, so he's been trying to leave his main. He's too loyal, to his main. And he's like, Jin, you're my character. I'm sticking by you. But recently he's like, I just don't believe in it anymore. I can get it done so much easier with these other characters. And so
I mean,
he's been switching.
it's the classic conundrum for a lot of these fighting game players is like, do you pick the character that you like, or do you just pick top tier? And, the most recent winning iteration of Book when it comes to, playing at these international tournaments is we last saw him using Leroy, and he told everyone, hey, man, this character's strong, just pick Leroy, I think.
He said something like that. And of course, at the time, it was perfect, right? Everyone was doing it, and he ended up being the best with it. So, shout outs to Book. And right here, though, John Ding gets the first game.
But I do love that strong style mentality to be able to play the best and perform with the best, using the best character. I think that's really what kind of helps evolve matchups as well.
Oh yeah.
What is going on?
And he's taking him to the road.
Another
Oh my
one
gosh!
John Ding, no respect.
Jeez. And again, this was at a time where John Ding was still at the top of his game. The most recent TWT with John Ding, we saw that he had a hard time struggling trying to qualify for the TWT, but the first 2 years of TWT, he was on fire.
Oh yeah, and this is prior to even being sponsored, right? So this is kind of his path to like trying to prove himself and really put his mark on the scene. So he was definitely hell and trying, and he was obviously training with Saint and JDCR back at this time. You'd see him travel to them with all the events, and all their photos together. But he was the guy who wasn't sponsored at this point.
Oh, and he got him. Never mind. I'm pretty sure I sent an email after that.
Dude, I don't even think that email reached anybody. I feel like that happened to John D for like the next 2 years after.
Man, it was an international event. I didn't have service.
Oh, dude.
Damn, that was crazy.
It looks so clutch, too. If you look at John Ding's Twitter, he always has these moments. It doesn't matter what character he's using. He always gets these kind of issues with rage arts or rage drives.
Oh my gosh, he's keeping him at the wall.
John Ding with rage now, though. He's going to do extra
Oh, he
damage.
whiffed.
What's going to happen?
I like that attempt at back 2-1. Just a little bit out of range. And another backdash. What a block.
and
Down
what a
4
punish.
and
Damn,
just
the
the
downfall.
answer
And Book, I played him in turn before, and I've had the lead on him. When Book loses the first game in a set, he like transforms in front of you, and you see this like serious mode face. Like you can't talk to him. I'm known for like talking to people between matchups. You can't talk to Book. He's gonna like murder you. It's like,
Exactly, and it goes from being like maybe a nice kid's book into a crazy like physics book or whatever, something like that. It goes wild.
I thought you were gonna go from like psychological horror thriller book.
I almost said something really crazy, but I realized that chat wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying. That's how advanced it was.
Damn.
He was thinking way too fast.
Set point for John Ding here.
This is going to be decisive.
Oh, and he gets the launch. This is big because it's going to do a lot of damage as well.
And that's how you're supposed to do it. Look at all the damage there.
Unscaled on the last hit.
Going back
Follow
all
up.
the way.
Yeah, easy pickup.
Get some
4-4.
Damn, spaced and went for the counter it. John Ding not hitting buttons though.
nice whip
Nice.
One of the main pokes down 4-1.
Got to keep it there. Book definitely needs this round.
Again,
He wants to stay
the
alive.
space, you gotta be
Uh-oh.
LRK.
Sweeps of hell.
Wow, rolls out of that down.
Another one? I don't think so.
Getting
He's
beat.
got rage again too.
this is
He's
where
not gonna
like
spend, right? He's gonna go for
the
rage
mix
drive. Maybe he'll get parried.
Oh, gets the slide. I hate that. Oh,
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, the forward Oki.
Oh my
I can't
God.
believe he hit a button getting
I'm not
up.
done yet.
I mean, that's the thing.
Call me
There are
LeBron
certain
Bird.
things
I'm
that
gonna
happen
get
in
a
life.
book.
You know, death is inevitable.
Rainbow,
Taxes
good,
always
solid
happen.
for
But
reach.
forward 4 is one of those
Go.
things too. And he wasn't ready for it. At that range, especially, what else does Jin have?
Back
Try to
two?
press.
You know, he
Try
took
to
back
press.
two.
On the
But why would you hit a button? You're getting up off the ground. Your opponent's running towards you. Odds are your button's not going to hit them. Unless he thought it was going to be like a running free. But even still, the active phase would probably be out by then. I don't know. It's a bad
Maybe he
choice.
thought he could sidestep it.
I
Definitely
believe
not.
he can sidestep it.
Well, hopefully we'll get a happy ending.
Oh,
Well, Eddie, at least Eddie could sidestep around Fakaram now.
Match apiece.
Can he?
He could sidestep better than Fakaram, I'll tell you that.
Damn.
I was just eating a
I actually haven't tried Pokemon since the patch came out. Like, I
Bro,
already
you
know
got to
them.
try it out. Go through the move list and just see what every character can sidestep and what he can't sidestep. It's interesting to see.
It's gonna be the final
That's
match
cool.
between
We were
these
just
two.
talking about this
Again,
during
losers
one of the
out
last
third,
broadcasts. Like,
winner will
can they
move
really
on to
change
the
that? I
of
was like,
course.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Well, it looks like they can.
So,
Nicely
you know,
done.
Book has to be aware. I mean, the
I
rodeo
wonder how
tournament
the
works
Pakistan
and
scene
wonders
is
on them.
responding to
Is
those
Johnny
changes,
gonna
right?
take
Like, have they
advantage
unbanned
of
him for
this
tournament now,
conversation?
or are they keeping him
Maybe
banned still?
setting him up,
Well, it's
maybe
interesting. If you guys look, and a lot of people know Arson Ash, probably one of the best players in the world, one of the top players out of Pakistan. He made a video showing a lot of the changes that he saw in the game, and it's a very interesting watch.
Okay, I'll go
That
take a
is
look at
new
that
thing
later.
in Tekken 7, of course. You can counter hit through throws.
So look in John Day.
Oh, they trade
Fine.
blows, but it's a trade in his favor. Gets the magic for the follow-up here.
I forgot about that. Counter trades in this game kept the counter stun, right? That was a different change prior to previous Tekken.
That was a big Tekken 7 change, yeah. And not just that, there's a huge visual indicator now when it happens the right way, where there'd be a big like X on the screen.
No parry.
Oh, back
Ooh.
front. He can get a combo.
He can get a combo. Tell him, Steve.
Yeah. He can get a combo. Oh, I forgot Steve was like a Jin player.
Yep.
Steve was so hype about this. He's like, my character's on screen.
You guys forget Steve's name, his original name, not Tasty Steve, it was 4GK, Forgotten Kazama.
The digital devil 4GK.
They both look like expensive jackets.
Exactly.
Damn.
Which one are you gonna wear, Steve?
Magic. Forward 4. Works every single time. Oh, man, this move is
Oh, the
gross.
second hit, and he gets the splat too. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good for John the Ding.
I feel like John wanted to hit John. I feel like John Ding wanted to hit the rage art, but he was scared to after what happened last time. He woke up like, I can do it. Don't do it. Yeah, man. Book is running through him. I feel like the crowd is rallying behind Book too.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Southeast Asia got to support each other. Thailand, not too far away from where Singapore is, where this event was taking place.
That time the low follow of John Ding. Wall pressure now. Good income to Wall Side Fire. I know you can do that actually.
Oh, he gets the stun there. Hit him with a frame trap.
Oh no.
Man, everybody's quiet on the green, man. It's nuts.
Uh-oh, and look at that, finally getting around back.
Damn, you can't count this guy out.
It's
been so fun watching both these players over the years.
Oh, ducks a little too early.
Damn, into nothing, into the mid.
Caught him looking.
Back
2-4, he gets the screw here. He puts him at the wall, but he misses the last hit.
Rage art. No rage art, okay. Oh, so I thought Book was just gonna do it, man. Like all that pressure, you have one of the fastest rage arts in the game with Jin. Like, why not, right? But here we go, final round again.
Yeah, going down to the wire. Who is gonna take it? Again, this is an elimination match too. I was reminded by myself.
Yeah, losers. The jab to overlax was so risky, but John Ding did make him pay for it.
Ooh, instant slide, nice parry.
No duck though.
Oh, hop
The hop kick.
That's cool.
This could be big. They're going to be about even on life.
Oh,
He missed the last hit.
Oh my God.
Wow, LRK hits relax.
This is it. The big risk. He
Uh-oh.
almost had the wall there.
Yeah, I was just about to
I have a
say,
feeling
down
Book is gonna go
four.
crazy.
Neither
Of
one
course
them
he
guys
is.
rage. Any hit is gonna put Book in rage.
Johnny, go for the rodeo. I was gonna say the rodeos were working earlier.
I see the rain. You see
That was a
this?
good call.
Be careful, the shiny leather.
Time's
You don't
wasted.
wanna touch it.
Oh,
Damn,
Is
is
that
it
it?
over?
Is that it? That has to be it.
Is it enough?
Final hit.
And that's
Damn
gotta be
it.
that.
John Ding
John
caught
Ding.
him coming in.
Wow.
Takes out Book from the tournament.
What a
7th
set
place.
between these
Hey,
two.
this
You
was
guys gotta
before
give it up.
his demon,
What
because
a-
display.
What a
there was a
set.
time where he
What
couldn't
a
beat
ladies
Jin
and
at
gentlemen.
all.
What an amazing set.
Even
Yeah,
Run
Book-
It Black was beating up on John
Goes
Ding.
home with 7th place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember those times
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think it's been figured out yet. This was still early on, obviously.
Did a pretty good
Mhm.
job.
I don't think it was figured out at that time. I see Nobi in the background.
Let's take
Oh, yeah.
a look
Man,
at
John
the
was
replay.
so happy. Like, that's like real
Back-to-back
joy.
action? I don't know.
Like, I did it. Getting deeper in the tournament top 5.
Down back 4 counter hit. I forgot it launched that way.
Oh, gross.
But like you said, man, we all know how
I didn't even notice it when it happened. I'm so used to it.
Yep. Dude, that was such an easy forward 4 conversion. That was crazy.
Yeah. 4-4 and down by 4. I mean, Jin was hella good back here, dude.
Oh,
There were
definitely.
so many clutch moments from Jun Ding. That rage drive, for example.
Man, yeah,
one
this
of
was
the
a very
big ones,
close match.
all
Like
these
every round, every
players
game was
were
almost
able to
final round.
Really kind of played on the mix-up game here in the matchup.
Jun
Damn.
Ding.
Oh, he's
He was
He
hype.
is turned.
Yeah, he always gets super. Damn! Oh, this. Oh, God.
Definitely never got my message on that because that still happens at the wall.
It's so weird.
Still happens.
I wonder if it's just because his animation jumps forward too far. I don't know. That's
I don't know.
odd.
I have a feeling that it might be intentional with the balance because I mean it's a rage art that also has crush properties too.
Oh, because he stepped to the side or something?
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to see how rage art. I mean, for the most part, rage arts are balanced in a certain way that, let's say, if it's safe or safer, usually it's high, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So usually there's like a certain kind of formulaic reasoning behind the way that they balance rage arts.
Yeah, I can see that. So maybe it's like it's got a little bit of evasion, so it doesn't have as much tracking or something.
Yeah.
It could be the case. Nobi coming up next, loser bracket action. I think I saw an Echo Fox jersey walk behind
Is it
him.
Saint? No,
It's
no.
gotta be.
I think he's going up against a legend, another legend that we really never see. We really never
Okay.
see. So I think his opponent in this is going to be somewhat of a surprise, unless it is Saint. Unless I'm wrong and I was watching the wrong tapes preparing for this episode. Who knows? Which sucks because, I've been here before. I can't make that mistake.
You were right there. Dude, your sunglasses are gone.
Oh,
You're
what the
charging real
hell?
glasses.
What happened?
Damn, did you steal it
Do
from
I
your
have to
former
wear
self?
do I have to wear my real glasses? I have those glasses with me right now.
Uh-oh. Transformation, Markman. Incoming. What?
There you go.
Dude, that's
Damn, it is
ridiculous.
Saint. It is Saint.
Who was the other legend you were talking about?
It was Help Me.
Oh,
I forgot.
wow.
Help Me got eliminated by Book and he got 9th place at this event.
That's pretty ridiculous. Like, to even think about the name Help Me in a Tekken 7 tournament, like, he's someone who was, like, a great name prior in, like, say, the Tekken 6, Tekken Tech 2, but then you see in Tekken 7, he tried, but he just didn't make it. That's so crazy to think about. Like, he wasn't on the Nobi, Naroma, Saint JDCR, Kudans level.
Oh, is that swag they have at the front of the stage?
I don't know, but
Can we take
Oh,
off our
man.
headsets
Thank you guys
and
all
go
for
back?
joining. So I see you guys in the chat.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's the shirts. It's the good
Back in
stuff.
2016, watching matches, waiting for the release
Oh,
date.
and look, Chanel
Dude,
in front
I
row,
forgot about
love
all
it.
those times, too.
Get in there.
Damn, what's up with the crowd of the stage right now?
They're running up. I see Lily and Eliza. Or is it
Oh, the
Xiao Yu?
cosplayers. Yeah, the cosplayers up the stage. So everyone's getting in to get their photos. Damn, they caused a ruckus.
Well, they were
Hello,
giving away shirts. They were
tournament.
giving away really cool shirts then.
Oh, dude, that's
Tekken
awesome.
shirts.
Or is it Mike?
I
mean,
love
can I get
when,
one?
Tekken merch in general. There was that recent arcade cab JB style shirt that they released in Japan. That one was really cool. With
Super
Jin and
limited.
Heihachi, I think. Yeah,
Super
dude, that
limited.
was such a cool shirt.
And it was for one of the arcades that used to frequent back then in Japan. It was for Sugamo.
I love that arcade.
It was the anniversary shirt, and it was hard to get. I even asked a very high-ranked damn cop, hey, can I get one of these shirts? And he said, bro, I don't even have one of these shirts. And I was like, God damn it, who do I need to ask then? Am I asking the wrong people?
I talked to someone to try to get me one.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I got to play 10 hours in the arcade to get it. I was like, okay, can you play 10 hours in the arcade to get me the shirt or not? How does this work?
10 hours is ridiculous.
I mean, I could, dude, when we traveled to Japan, we played 10 hours, right?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, that's because we could go there.
Yeah, I mean,
That's good. And it was different times,
You
different
live
times.
there, just play 10 hours. Come on, man. What are you doing? You can play 20 hours, get 2 shirts.
We're all just waiting.
Oh, dude. And yeah, at Sugamo, they always have those cool deals. If you guys haven't been to Japan before, they let you rent the arcade cabinet by the hour. So you can pay like $6 to play unlimited on the hour.
Well, then I'm just going to pay $60, or what is it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it works out to like $60 or whatever if you want to buy the
Get the
shirt.
shirt.
I think you still have to buy the shirt after that, so it's more like $100. But yeah, I definitely want that damn shirt. That shirt was super cool.
What's gonna happen?
All right, so Saint and Nobi. Looks like the cosplayers are still taking over the world over there. Finally, people are walking away. Like, all right, they're out of shirts.
Man, I can't believe this was this far back. So Echo Fox, unfortunately, no longer an esports organization, but they did support the fighting game scene in such a big way, sponsoring both JDCR and Saint early on prior to the release of Tekken 7, and obviously they went around the world spreading the good news of Jack and Dragunov finals.
Spreading the good news, man.
Yeah, spreading the good word of the robot and the guy that doesn't talk.
It's so, when you think about it now, when people are talking about like Leroy and Falkenrom,
yeah,
I would rather watch Leroy than watch Jack and Dragunov go at it again.
100, 1,000, 10,000%.
Yeah, dude. Leroy's fun to watch, like in matchups, right? But Dragunov and Jack, come on, Chad. Come on.
Who knows, man? I feel like the crowd or the chat may be a bit too easily influenced nowadays, man. How can you? You can hate on it, but players will always gravitate towards strong characters. They will always gravitate towards easier solutions. That's how it is. That's how the world's always been.
It's also weird to me how Jack is always like a really good character in Tekken. Like Tekken 5, we had top players of Jack.
Steve is the same way. It's like, how do you change Steve, right? Akuma is the same way in every game that he's in, not just in Tekken. In every game that he's in, he always has, because of his moveset, because of his playstyle. Unless you kill his core moveset, then he's going to be the same character in almost every single iteration.
When you think about it that way, what you just said about Akuma, it's crazy to think that he has the same life bar in Tekken.
Oh yeah, he definitely, that's his buff right there. That is his only buff, is that he keeps his life bar.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second, you let him keep moveset and the life bar? What?
Yeah. If this was tag 1, he would definitely have old man life bar like Heihachi and Wang.
Oh, here we go. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Tekken 7, Jack 7 versus Dragunov. Remember these days, boys and girls?
I remember these days. It may not be the same two that we're used to, the same two players, but it's definitely a matchup that we were all familiar with at the time.
This is, like I said, best players in the world. It's easy to say at this point.
Yeah, tell him, Steve.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Sage was just bodying all the other Dragunovs out there.
Yeah, that's true. But again, you got to put some respect on both of these players' names, because they, at the time, these two were the two last world champions and Evo champions.
Yeah, this is actually a crazy match when you think about it in the sense of the times.
Yep.
The Evo champs, global champs for the respective years, and then they lead up to this with the same characters that they were using. That's awesome, actually. Jackhammer, nice follow-up, of course.
Blue stuff, the follow-up here. What's he going to go for? Nice punish there from Nobi. And, Nobi was always one of those players where he had...
Whoa,
oh, my gosh, was that on purpose?
I think it was.
Yeah.
What a call-out.
He knew. But he's one of those players that has amazing clutch towards the end of the rounds. I think a lot of people started taking notice of that because the Nobi, the classic, the backswing blow, he was such a master at that move. Even, going back to Tekken 6 even, that he would always find ways to set up that specific move in matchups.
Oh, nice block.
Yeah, I just noticed the way he got up off the ground there from the face down, feet away position. I feel like that's something in Tekken 7 that hasn't been talked about a lot either.
Yeah, the unique getup that he has.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call it. Like, there's no name for it.
I'm sure there's a name for it. You just have to look it up. I'm
for that
positive
specific getup?
Yeah, I don't even know what's in the move list though. That's the thing.
Yeah, because it's just a fast way to do a while standing attack from that position, right?
Yeah, that's because that was just a generic while standing 3.
Oh, the slam dunk, huh?
Yep. He can't get in the zone, but he can definitely dunk on him.
Damn.
Oh, he has a chance.
Spring kick, the follow-up here.
Woo, beautiful whip punch with the crouch dash 1.
Go to sleep.
Whip the hug. Nobi now with the wall carry.
Boom. Down forward.
Damn, he down forward to it against the running two. That's so risky to try. But he was at the time. Look at that again. He's so ready for that Dragunov matchup, right? He's like, it's gonna be down 2 or run to it this way. So I'm just gonna throw the down for 2, and it's gonna be both options.
Yeah, and look at that, Saint able to run off, and kind of like what you said at the time, he was not having any problems with Dragunov unless it was JDCR.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like all the other Dragunov players, they were like, oh, it's Jack. Yeah, I beat all the Jack players I play. Except for Saint, right?
Yeah,
Saint is
except
the one,
for Saint.
It's like, y'all ain't ready for this. I play the best Dragunov all the time.
At this point, it's just player versus player.
Down forward 2 with Jack's main poke I see in the chat. It's a solid main poke. I mean, the thing is, Dragunov doesn't have like a 14-frame launcher, right? So you don't have to worry as much in this particular matchup when you throw it out.
I mean, not that many characters do. There's not that many characters that can punish Jack with the launch off of the down forward, except, I mean, and even with Brian, you have to Gotta be
You gotta
ready
be
for it. You gotta be ready. You gotta be super ready.
Yeah, I think Law is probably one of the easiest ones to punish with. Although Lojai, you just hit 3, so I don't know about the easiest.
I mean, yeah, I'd say both of those are pretty easy. Obviously, Law, just you have to be accurate, I should say.
Yeah, you just got to be ready to hit the buttons at the right time. And that's why, I think most of the Jack players, we've talked about this in a previous throwback, where, the timing that Jack players have, it's just a little bit different than other characters because you have to be able to throw off your opponent's timings, otherwise you'll be punished heavily all the time.
And I think that's what messes up a lot of players. I mean, with players like Naroma and with Anakin, they have such a great sense of their own individual timing that it really messes up a lot of their opponents. I feel like movement-wise, Anakin is probably the best when it comes to outspacing and outpacing his opponent. But then when it comes to, just the raw aggression, Saint has a different level of, just breaking down his opponent offensively.
Oh my god.
That hurts.
Yeah, Saint is always another one of those Rage Art players too. Like, he has so many Rage Art highlights where it's like down the wire, or he has like these clutch comebacks with low parries.
Yep. There's a follow-up here. He's going to push to the wall. And what's the mix-up? That's the question. Goes to the low. Goes to the low again, and Nobi is in trouble.
Yeah, Saint looks so comfortable.
It really makes you a more honest player. It makes you.
I feel like Nobi's trying so hard.
Oh, what a punish! That punish was so gangsta. He didn't even have to do that. Was not guaranteed, but if he felt like it, like, you know what? I'm going to block this and do this. And that works against a number of those, not just that slide. The down two, you could punish it with a crouch throw as well.
Dude, Saint, he's the kind of guy, like, you don't see him, like, pop off when he does something like that, but in his own head, he is popping off like crazy, There's no visual output of that pop off. But man,
Steve probably grabbed my wrist.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely grabbed my wrist during that moment right there.
Oh man, Saint is fun to watch.
Nice,
He's been
dude.
streaming a ton lately too.
I noticed.
Look at this! Forward dash cancel!
Yeah, he's wave dashing. Saint has amazing Mishima movement. I don't know if you've ever seen him play Mishimas, but prior to Jack coming out, because he didn't have Bob, he didn't have who was the other character that he used in Tag 2? Ganryu. He didn't have Bob or Ganryu. But he used Kazuya and Heihachi to start off with Tekken 7 before Jack came out. And he could move. That boy can move.
I mean, he tweaked all his arcade sticks just to get it just right.
Yep.
Look at that low parry again, man. Nobody's been calling out the lows very well. But it's probably why he's been getting caught by so many down 4-2s as well.
Nice. Good way to close it out, though. Able to keep it nice and easy. And Nobi's still trying to stay alive, but Saint has really been showing his dominance in the matchup.
I feel like momentum is shifting towards Nobi right now.
He's attacking. That's the thing. It all comes out of your attack. But you get hit by a clap out of nowhere. It could mean everything. Oh.
Yeah, he's random. Like, I'm going to try this down 4-2 here.
Yeah. And he actually stepped the forward one there, which is so hard to do in this version of the game.
Oh, yeah, dude. This was the time when, like, Nobi was, putting out all those videos about which way to sidestep characters. I'm not videos, I say, like, documents putting out which way to sidestep against people, his characters. And he was always one of the guys teaching the Japanese double jackhammer. Oh, boy. Well,
that's all she wrote. Nobi out of the tournament now.
This is like a TWT finals. This lineup of 8 players, you know what I mean? It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, except it doesn't have an American player, which usually we get 1 or 2, right?
We got 1 in there. We got an Anakin in there usually nowadays. I think that's about it. Sometimes a Jimmy J. Oh, man. And that was just the first round of the top 8. We got a long day ahead of us here still.
Yeah, of course. Make sure you guys use our hashtag on the screen, TWT Throwback, but also make sure you guys follow us on all the accounts that you see on the screen on Twitch here at Tekken, Bandai Namco Esports on YouTube, and of course on Twitter, both for Bandai Namco Esports and of course on /Tekken, and of course on the Facebook page as well for more information, of course, on Tekken and when we'll be going live with things like this with the TWT Throwback events. But also, like we mentioned, go ahead and use that hashtag. Continue the conversation with us. And, we polled a lot of you guys to kind of find out which TWT Throwbacks, which events you wanted us to look back at. Let us know again. What do you guys want to see next time? Because I'm excited. There's a lot of classic matches and classic tournaments from the past that I would love to see revisited here on this show. Rip, is there anything that you want to see? I know you've definitely picked a few that you've wanted to see in the past, but are there any others that you want to take a critical eye at?
I definitely want to go back and look at the one you were just talking about with Naroma in Korea. I forget which Korea event that was, but that's definitely a fun one to take a look back at, especially considering the time period, which is right around this same period of the event that we're watching, right? But guys, we are going to take a short break really quick. When we come back, more TWT Throwback action from Scene 2017. Welcome back, guys. This is the TWT Throwback for SEAM 2017. One of those names. SEA, Southeast Asia Major 2017. I'm Rip with Markman. If you guys have been watching, we got a really stacked tournament. Kudans, JDCR, Naroma, Nobi, Saint, Book, and John Ding, all in this top 8. It's been fun so far.
Yeah, super fun. And, I'm so glad I can hear the action because we're using these awesome Astro headsets. And, of course, Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix-up of the Tekken Online Challenge. And, this year extending the partnership and, the products to us, the casters, the commentators. Every commentator and caster on the Tekken Online Challenge is using the special edition of the Astro TR main stage headsets, to help bring the hype to you guys at home. And, of course, shout outs to Astro for all of their innovative designs and, of course, for always supporting the fighting game community. Much love to the Astro family. But let's get back into the top 8. I'm ready for this.
Oh, me too. Yeah, and I see in the chat, who was OP at the time? Akuma? No, man, it was Jack and Dragunov. Remember that Jack guy, that Dragunov guy?
Oh, yeah.
My name is Markman, and we're
Yeah,
here.
Stacy T was pointing at himself. He's pointing at Mark. He's pointing at everybody. He's excited to be there. 2017, dude. Yeah, Singapore in 2017. And I missed Singapore, by the way. That place was awesome.
You were there for like a week and a half for some other event one time.
It was the following year, I think.
Yeah, and then we ended up meeting up there. I think you were also at SEAM that year, and it was fun. It was just fun to be out there with the Tekken community, being able to take in the city. I actually love Singapore. Usually, obviously right now there's no traveling, but usually I'm there at least a few times a year. So I definitely miss that place.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back sometime. But here we go. It's going to be John Ding versus Lojai, Korea versus Korea on Souk. The Shaheen stage for Shaheen player Lojai. Back then they had to do random stage each time too, right? So different times.
Yeah, before I can't believe we call it the Jimmy J rule.
Oh man, he's left lasting impact.
Yep.
On the Tekken World Tour.
Had to beat people without even playing them.
Mm-hmm. This matchup, looks like John Ding actually going with Lucky Chloe here.
Interesting, because usually he picks Eddie against more known and solid Korean players. Yeah, this is crazy. So switching over to Lucky Chloe. You guys don't know Lucky Chloe, at least at the time, maybe forever, she's been considered one of the weaker characters in the game, which is, in theory is kind of hilarious because she has probably the craziest damage output too.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of what change she got. I know she got stronger as the years have gone on with Tekken 7. So I'm trying to remember what change they gave her that made her better that she was lacking in this version. Duck, yeah.
I feel like,
that's a good choice.
I feel like it was certain things. Honestly, they changed her 1+2 grab because before it was a copy of Eddie's throw, Eddie's and Christie's down forward 1+2 throw. They actually made it where she would have a 50-50 mix-up. Certain things would be guaranteed. I think she got like 13 frames guaranteed off of it. That was it. But then she did have a nasty mix-up.
Lojai ran up and ducked, and John Ding went for the low parry immediately, and Lojai immediately called it out with the hop kick.
Nice, able to close it out there.
Yeah, and this match it's pretty curious. We mentioned John Ding. Generally was not using Lucky Chloe against Korean players. You'd see him use it more. I feel like he just didn't have as much confidence with it against everyone else. He just didn't feel like the character could hang.
Yeah.
But I always thought he could get it done with this character. Now I'm really curious to see if he beats Lojai with Lucky Chloe.
Oh my gosh. Well, he's beating him right now. Yeah. He's doing a pretty good job, making great use of that power crush as well, which does come out pretty damn fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the down for 2. Look at the punish, ready for it.
Both players going at it.
I like the dancing.
Sidestep 4,
dude. Yes, that's for counter launcher. Huge damage off it as well.
Excellent use of the down forward 1. Nice punish there.
It's a punish there as well.
I feel like Shaheen is very much a momentum character.
Look at this, just the pressure here from John Ding. And the big thing is he has the ability to move. His sidestep actually counts for this matchup. Ooh, look at that, was clean.
Close it out.
3 rounds to 1 over Lojai.
See, I wonder, that looks like such a strong performance, right? Like, why does he not have faith in this character against this level of competition? Maybe it's because he's lost so much to, JDCR and Saint or something, that they've beat it out of, you can't get it done with this character. But realistically, maybe he can.
I feel like Chloe was as a tournament choice, is not that bad. I mean, maybe for a long set, it'll be a bit more difficult as more of her flaws start coming into play. But, I mean, when it comes to just switching things up and just trying to bang out a 2-match streak,
right?
It's definitely possible. I mean, he's done it against some of the best players in the world with this character.
Yeah, her power crit is good. Her hop kick is ridiculous. It's launch punishable, of course.
Yeah.
But you know, if you hit it, that's all that really matters.
I mean, I feel like that's why her hop kick is tuned in such a way. It's it's super punishable, right? But it also has a crazy activation for the crush window, right?
Yeah, crush window or hurt box, whatever you want to call it, right?
Range,
it's
yeah.
huge. Especially, you know, and at the time, I feel like players weren't using the hop kick vertical, right? Like back in 2017. Nowadays, instead of people realize, man, the hitbox on it is so big, you can just use this hop kick vertically. You don't have to go forward, you can just go straight up. And holy moly, Lojai with Paul Phoenix.
Oh my gosh.
The Phoenix?
Well, Paul has quite the number of moves here that can work as a punisher for a lot of Chloe's stuff here. Will he be able to utilize it? That's the question. But I feel like he just needs it as raw damage output. I think that's what he's going for here.
Dude, how has Paul only gotten better? You know, since like Tekken 5, the character just keeps getting better and better and better.
I think that's an evolution. The reason why we see this with Paul is it's really an evolution of the combo system and how it really starts to benefit him throughout all the games. Because, you know, one of the big things about Paul, and maybe in the older games, Tekken 5, Tekken 4, is it didn't have a bound. It didn't have a screw where it could really help extend Paul's combos. Paul's combos were just like, cool, that's cool. But now, once he gets to the wall, he's scary. And, you know, I think Paul's always been scary by the wall.
Oh, God, back one to knockdown.
You have to know stuff like that.
I forgot about that. If he still had it, that would be so insane.
Oh, look at the damage.
Into the big throw.
The 1+2. Okay, it's not going to kill Rage mode for John Ding. Will he do something crazy with Rage? It doesn't work. Okay, Rage drive on block.
I forgot you could transition into backdoor from that. That's crazy.
Damn, Lojai had a Paul Phoenix in tournament in a top 8.
Go.
Joy Fury in the chats, like Paul was ass in Tekken 5 and Tekken 6. Look, I said he got better and better, all right? I didn't say that he wasn't. I just said that he got better and better. He hasn't stopped getting better.
Uh-oh, here we go. Gonna get the push to the wall here, and Junding is looking really, really good in the matchup so far. Oh, I was waiting for it.
You know the Devilman's coming. Johnny, he's brave. He's like, dude, I got way too much health to not duck for this. Oh, no, arcade stick issue or something?
What's happening?
He's standing there. He's giving up. He realized, like, dude, I lost my rage drive attempt. I gotta pretend like something's wrong. So
I gotta pretend.
Yeah. I really needed that wall splat with the blue stuff. Oh man, unfortunate there. Man, Lojai looks hella young too. So did Johnny. Everyone has looked so much younger in this video. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, except for you. You look the same.
I'm telling you, I have the advantage of having the time machine. So,
dude, time machine, time travels.
Yep.
2017. This is almost exactly 3 years ago, right? It's probably like maybe
this is October. This is October of 2017.
Yeah, it's like 2 months off. Then. Not bad.
Yeah, very close.
So Lojai having issues. So I'm gonna assume that means he loses that round anyway, right? So
I mean, based on the rule set, I mean, I'm sure it's under review, but they're either gonna replay it if they did find it was a technical issue, or if there wasn't, then obviously he'll lose the round.
Yeah, I mean, because you got John Ding has such a big lead there too, right? Like he had just spent his rage with Paul, so I feel like John Ding should be up 2 rounds to 1. Like I'm retroactively ruling this. You know?
All right, he's switching sticks over. He's going to be using somebody else's stick for the remainder of the matchup.
He's going to come back here with Shaheen.
And I think this is a huge problem for at least the Korean players who have very unique layouts for their arcade sticks, whether it's the parts or the buttons, because not everyone will have the same type of arcade stick. Whereas, you know, in a lot of games where people use Japanese style arcade sticks, most people can play on another Japanese stick, no problem, right?
So these guys are getting set.
Yep.
I believe he has a
that was like part of the big reason. Oh wow, they went right back into it. They just kept it going.
Yep.
And John Ding did take the round.
He took the round for sure.
Try to resume here again.
Man, not switching stick in the middle of a set this quick is kind of hard to do for Korean players that you mentioned on Korean stick.
We'll find out. Nice jab, able to interrupt.
You called it out there too, like, you know, will he be effective? We're about to find out.
Oh, he did the duck, but he stood up. Oh my gosh, he didn't even try to turn around. See, there's a way to avoid that too. You hold down back, duck the first hit, block the second hit, and he did not. He just stayed ducking.
Damn, lucky Chloe. John Ding taking out Lojai.
John Ding was on top like back then. He was doing really, really well. Eating a lot of. Oh, look at him. He's
ready to put a Red Bull can in there. Like,
yeah, I was waiting. I was like, is this the tournament where he did that? I don't think it is.
Oh, dude. So John Ding stays in. That means he makes it into the top 4 of the tournament, right? He beat Book earlier.
Yep.
So this would be for 5th place. So Lojai goes home with 5th place. John Ding moves on to the top 4 here.
what Shaheen is able to
Kudans
do.
in the winners final, I believe, against Naroma.
I want to see
So
what
JDCR in the loser bracket for our next matchup, probably against the winner of the other half of losers, who was Saint. So it should be a JDCR Saint matchup coming up next.
Yeah, the classic is coming at you guys.
Think about it. I mean, Lucky Foey is a
Good
very,
old
very
Dragonov and Jack.
Who have we really seen using this
Yeah,
character?
look at that pressure, man. Junding was just all over the place. And, you know, I feel like he already had that victory because, you know, forcing Lojai to switch,
Yeah.
not even to Law, just straight to Paul, was quite the statement in that sequence. Or the sequence of events that unfolded before us.
Yeah, and Lojai, you know, recently has gone to so many other characters as well, right? Like we've seen him use Steve Fox really well in the past year and a half or so. But back here, 2017, it was mainly Shaheen, right?
Yeah.
We'd sometimes see his Law though seemed really rusty. You know, it was like a no DSS transition Law.
Yeah, he never went for the legend kick. He always went for the mix-up afterwards.
Yeah, so it was an interesting time for Lojai, and he obviously hadn't found his footing yet.
Even now, you know, he won a recent online tournament using Lee, which was actually pretty nice to see because that was one of his older characters in Tag 2. So he's been using a lot of characters.
Yeah, I mean, and Lee is one of those characters that's gotten stronger and stronger as well, right? In this version of the game, at least, Tekken 7.
You know, I feel like his a lot of people, they have the impression that Lee is a bit harder to use because of the execution entry, or the barrier of entry because of the execution required to optimize. And
like the back two combos or something.
yeah, mainly because of the back two combos and you're just making sure you get the most out of it. But I mean, if you have that down, and it's obviously something you can grind out, there's no problem. He just becomes one of those characters where you try to optimize.
He does have some just frame kind of stuff too, right? Like, what is it? Is it 1-3-3-3?
His 10 frame punish. So yeah, his acid rain, the ability to be able to pull that out and make sure you get the blazing kick follow up guaranteed
you gotta
afterwards.
hit that perfectly always too. So he does have some. He has some higher execution requirements than some other characters.
Outside of the norm,
really
for sure.
optimal.
Outside of the norm.
But yeah, I do think Lee's pretty good now. You know, in Tekken Tag 2, his back four was like the most annoying thing of all time. You know, and it looks like they nerfed it when Tekken 7 when he came to Tekken 7, and now they're kind of in the middle with it. You know, they improved it again. So hopefully they don't go back to Tag 2 style because I couldn't deal with that, man.
I mean, I liked the move or how it's always been where it would launch against Duckers, right? So they got rid of that. So obviously it knocks down on Duckers now. It only launches on counter hit now.
Yeah, it still seems super good because a lot of times, you know, you're trying to approach Lee. So when you get in that range, that back four is coming. So you got to like dash in and block it. And if you go to any other button, it's going to avoid you and it's going to counter hit you anyway, right? So
yeah, I mean, I feel like that move itself, it kind of gives life to his other moves because back four being as strong as it was, it made his standing for his magic four even better. It made his slide better. It made his down three better. And I think now that he gets a combo off of his down three, even though it does require some execution, it's kind of crazy when he gets that on counter hit and converts to a full wall carry.
I mean, that is the cool part about Lee, though, right? Like, it does require its execution, like off the down three counter hit, off the 10 frame punish, you know, off the back twos for the wall carry. So I think Lee he's a very, I don't want to say balanced character, but he requires skill. So it's fun to watch players attempt to use him at the highest level.
Only when he's off stream, man. When you see his face off stream, he's legit like.
Markman's facial hair has come so far in 3 years. Isn't it the same?
It's generally the same.
Yeah.
Of course, this is 2 out of 3.
Oh man.
That happens, they win, and like, no, it's one more match.
Oh man, this is the classic matchup though. Echo Fox boys, Saint and JDCR. This time meeting in loser bracket, right? So that's kind of the big story here. Usually these guys would be the winter finals and the grand finals of the tournament.
Yep.
But out here.
Yeah, usually they'd be locked in, never in a point where they'd have to eliminate each other from being in the top 5. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, only one of you guys move on to the top 4. Who's it going to be? Winner of this gets John Ding. And then it's Naroma and Kudans after that.
Here we go.
And you know who's winning more between these guys this time? I feel like it always went kind of back and forth, but it's always kind of in JDCR's favor. That's like my glasses view, my rose-tinted glass of how I look back at this time period.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I feel like JDCR would win more tournaments, but when it comes to these guys playing each other, it went back and forth. It went back and forth for sure.
Let's see who's
All right. Oh yeah, I remember the combo breaker set between these guys was so ridiculous too.
Oh yeah.
Because at the time I remember thinking, man, nobody cares about watching these guys play as much, but the crowd, they've rallied behind.
Oh yeah.
I think with JDCR so heavily.
Yeah, I mean, you could hate on this character matchup all you want, but these players, obviously, 2 of the most skilled players in the world, and seeing them go at it and kind of playing, they have to play different against each other just because they're so used to each other. It was quite the treat to see, to be able to see them thinking kind of outside of the box, using different moves, using different throws, using different setups. And speaking of different throws, that last round, Saint ended up doing that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. When was the last time you saw that?
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops against JDCR, right?
The second round looking still good for Saint.
Damn, taking his time here.
Look at that. See? He wave dashed with Jack there and did while standing 1+2. It was crazy.
And like, why while standing 1+2? Why not just while standing 1? You know?
I mean, the animation maybe throws him off. Maybe there's a lot of factors I'm sure that probably come into it.
Like I said before, I feel like this is what has
It's crazy.
And actually, yeah, the while standing 1, I guess, would be a guaranteed punch. But while standing 1+2, maybe there's a follow-up that JD starts to think about whether he should try to punish or not.
And that's one of these things that, you know, these guys that are so defensively sound as players, sometimes they get hit by a last hit of certain strings that they just don't expect people to do. And we've seen that a lot. Oh, man, look at the conversion. Oh, he misses it.
Damn, and a low parry ready to go as well afterwards.
Going the other way this time. Gets the wall and
damn.
What a beatdown. That round.
So many players have been hitting buttons while getting up from Oki. It's really odd to me watching this stuff. But the backstreet blow started the round almost. He took one hit. He's like, I'm going to backstreet blow after the first time I get hit.
Be careful again.
Second hit. Oh, the crush beat it, but they traded.
Oh, wow. Catches him ducking. Not over just yet, but
ouch. And just like that, he's back now into a final round situation here in match number 1.
Yeah, this is a lot more familiar to me. You know, just watch these guys play. You think someone's got it, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, never mind. It's always close. Step this way, I got you. While standing 1, bing bang, boom.
Nice shoulder there. Great damage.
Yeah, he has him, but he's gonna have to be careful because Dragunov can quickly turn the tide here. Oh, that running too, the pressure. You know, it's very hard for Jack to sidestep that in this game. Maybe for anyone, any character, because the tracking for running 2, at least in this version of the game, was a lot better than it is now.
Yeah, I always thought like maybe Jack could use like forward 2 to try to stop it. But I feel like when we saw Saint play against Nobi, he was just going for down forward 2 when he was in range. He's like, okay, you're in range for the mix-up, I'm going to down forward 2. But he's not trying any of that against JDCR.
In the rage now, he's going to do extra damage. Oh, what a block.
1+2 throw. 7 seconds.
No time. He might be able to run away. Oh, he got him. Look at the time. Look at it. Shout out to that guy.
That sucks. You know, like, he knew a mix-up was coming, and he made the wrong choice. Why not just take the down 2? You would have survived it, you know, and you would have probably had a chance to get Lightning back. Instead,
I mean,
JDCR was like, I know he can do it.
It's easy to say, but, I mean, when you look at the rage drive in the face, that thing just comes out of nowhere sometimes.
It's like Saint flinched for, like, just enough frames for JDCR to take advantage.
Yeah, he popped down just for a split second. And right when he did, boom, the gate got dropped on him.
I need a fraction of time for you to just hesitate. And boom, blue stuff.
You know, and you see it, and you're like, man, what are they
See
doing?
the Chad, JDCR, and Saint were on another level back then. They were. But like I mentioned, you know, this is loser bracket. You know, they were on another level in the loser bracket together to make it into the top 4 of the tournament. So
that's the thing too. I was wondering, like, did they peak too soon? Because, you know, this was a year where anyone could have put any amount of money on one of these 2 players winning the world championship, and they did not do it at the very end, which was kind of crazy to see at the time. You know, obviously they placed 2nd and 3rd, I believe. Yeah, 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah,
and
they were. And
not make it.
It's really crazy when you look back just at finals, right? Because throughout the year you see these guys doing so well, but maybe they were falling apart towards the end of the year. Right? You know, I'd have to go back and watch all the events in order to see how it went down, but. Looking at this event, knowing it's October.
You're definitely right. It's the TWT Classic, though. You know, guys are going into this. They're leading the way. They're blazing through the season as the points winner, right? But usually the guy that is, or the guys that are dominating at the very start, they don't do stuff at the end of the season. And we saw this with Nee. You know, Nee was dominating the 2nd year of TWT, but he did not come out with the victory, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming Nee wasn't at this tournament, right?
He was.
He wasn't this tournament. He didn't even make top 8 here, huh?
Yeah, he was struggling early on for T7. He would lose to a lot of players and a lot of characters. I think in this tournament in particular, he might have lost to AK.
Wow, AK was here as well, and he didn't make top 8.
There were a lot of players that were here.
This is such a stacked tournament. Yeah, end of the season, people trying to qualify. Oof.
Crouching 34.
But yeah, I love this just, because seeing players like Kudans, who are some part of the older generation, but seeing them play and being able to kind of dominate the competition, it was really a nice thing for some of the older Tekken players. And I know that definitely inspired a new generation of some of these older guys to get back into the game.
Yep, jackhammer. Oh, wow, what a mix-up. Or unless he just messed up the input. He probably messed up the input, got the windmill instead. Yeah, jackhammer, there it is.
He's going to do, uh-oh, here comes JDCR. Nice. He has a really long arm. That Jack guy, not only that, he could do the whole extension thing. He got the little Dawson thing equipped.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that, if you're fighting and you're Jack the Robot, that you wouldn't use that extension more often, right?
Yeah.
I need a down forward to want to reach across the screen right now.
I think it would be so cool if he had more of those moves, because, he only has a few of those moves where he can actually extend his arm fully.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why they don't give him more.
Yeah.
Maybe they should give him a high one, though, right?
Go to sleep.
That'd be cool.
Charge up forward two, counter it across the screen. Forward two, that'd be tight.
Goes for the shoulder, try to get him.
Gotta be careful. Raise drop, get off me, dude.
Right,
what are your thoughts on certain moves like, Markman has a move where he does the charge up knee, where it puts him in so much guard stun that a down 4 is guaranteed. What do you think about moves like that, where obviously it's so slow? I mean, it's probably like close to a full second that he's charging up his knee.
Yeah, I feel like those moves are kind of tricky if they come out of a mix-up, right?
Yeah, it does come out of a mix-up.
Yeah, if it was only by itself, like this is the one string that he has it, and there's no mix-up to that, then I'm okay with it. Right? Because then you're like, okay, there's no mix-up, I have to step after this one. But once there becomes a mix-up with it, then it becomes a problem. I'm like, oh man, I just got to deal with this all day.
Do you think that move is a problem now, as is?
I mean, I think it's annoying. I don't think it's a problem, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely annoying, though.
Might take a different turn. Who knows?
I mean, I like seeing stuff like that. I would like to see people have more pressure options by the wall because, not only is it one of those things where like, oh, I'm going to do a full charge. I mean, Steve has it, right? Steve has his ducking 2, right? That gives him guaranteed damage. His extended ducking 2, I should say, on block. But I like seeing stuff like that in the game because, people are obviously going to go for it. They're going to look out for it. It kind of changes the mental warfare when it comes to playing defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that, like, it exists and a couple characters have it. I don't know that it's a mechanic that I want to see rolled out to the entire cast. Like a power crush mechanic sort of thing where everyone has one. Like, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, when I think about things like this, I think about, like, Law's Junkyard, right? Like, the second it's a low and if the mix-up is there, it's a high. So it's not really a mix-up, right? But there's another option that doesn't really matter. If they all have, like, some kind of weakness in that sense, then and you can always deal with it easily, then I'm okay with it. But otherwise, I feel like it could be too oppressive for Tekken. And especially considering how Tekken 7 has gone to simplify the game in terms of Oki and throw breaks, etc., I think that that's going the opposite direction.
Okay, this is, I guess, another question. Do you want Oki back? Rollback catches the float.
I can see why they're gone. I liked it when it existed. It makes Law a way stronger character. I would rather have throw breaks back instead of Oki back.
Yeah, because I gotta say, for a lot of the new characters, they don't have a throw mix-up. They only have one command throw. Right,
and also I think the throws are a really cool visual part of Tekken that Tekken does better than a lot of games that you don't get to see anymore.
Yeah,
that might be it.
I mean, I really love seeing the high level throwbacks. And it was one of the things that you would come to appreciate, like especially like Tag 2 and even Tekken 6. Like, oh, he's breaking every single throw.
Yeah.
Now in this game, you're like, oh yeah, he better break the throw. It's like he better break the throw.
Like literally, Tekken now has become a game of is it a 1+2 or not? And that's really the game. And visually, anyone who grew up like training to break throws, they can do them both. But the whole command grab mix up, unless they're playing against a character like Paul or King, you don't really have to worry about it as much. But it would be, I think, at the highest levels of the game, I think the competition would be a lot more fun to watch if characters have all the throws back. And the game would be visually so much cooler. Like, you just don't get to see half the throws anymore.
Oh yeah, and some of these throws are just have some beautiful animations. I remember playing some of the older games. I would definitely just go into practice mode, do the normal throws, do the command throws, do the side throws, do the back throws. And those things are works of art.
Yeah, the side throws are also the side throws were the ones that were extremely rare to see in the past, right? Especially back throws as well, but side throws you just almost never saw anyway. So that was kind of like, oh my god, you got to see a throw. That now in Tekken 7 has been like, oh god, is that the one throw? I haven't seen that since Tekken Tag 2. It's just sad because a lot of those throws were very cool. They're iconic characters because they've been around for so long.
also bringing back, gets another round on the board, and the match.
You're asking me all those questions. I think JDCR won, right?
He definitely won. He definitely won. Just as evidenced by the replays that we're seeing that right now.
JDCR, who just eliminated.
Oh man, yeah, JDCR is having a rough day at this tournament for sure. He didn't get enough sleep or something. But makes it back to top 4 anyway over Saint here.
He has to get top 2 in the tournament, and that is a tall order, especially considering who's left.
That's a lot to ask.
You said somebody has to get top 2 in this tournament to qualify, I think. I'm assuming you're talking about Kudans?
Kudans, yeah. This was all on him. He qualified at the very last minute into the TWT. I mean, everyone knows that he won the TWT Global Tournament in 2017, but this was him trying to qualify. You know, this is really about kind of his story. JDCR and Saint were locked in at this point, so it was a matter of whether or not he was going to get in.
So this is October, and then the finals are always like the very first couple weeks of December. So you're talking about a month and a half difference for him trying to get into the tournament before he becomes the champion. He's not even qualified at this point. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and this was I think this was the last Master event leading into the finals. This probably was the last Master event. Yep. Because we didn't do DreamHack Atlanta yet.
Yeah, exactly. That was a recent issue, the last 2 years of the tour.
Yep.
But so Kudans has to get top 2 here, and right now he's a winner's final, so that means he's guaranteed a top 3 finish.
Yep.
He's going up against Naroma here, and you have this is Korea versus Japan. I don't know if Naroma beat Kudans at that event though. The Korea
Kudans didn't even qualify. Like, I mean, he didn't even place high enough to get any points.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because he was at that event. I remember seeing him at the event, talking to him for a little bit, but he got destroyed and he went home early.
Wow. Damn. So like it broke his heart, and then the next week he's in Singapore, or I guess a couple weeks later.
Yeah, a couple weeks later he ended up going to Taipei, in Taiwan, and then he ended up going here in Singapore.
Damn. What if that was his wake-up call? That Korea event.
It might have been. It might have been. I mean, obviously, this was around the same time the arcade version was still alive and well for the most part. I mean, obviously it was missing some of the console characters at the time, but leading into that, people were still being able to play in the arcades, and then also the rise of the PC bang, or the console and PC. What do you call them? The PC cafes, LAN cafes, or whatever.
Exactly. It's like a PC cafe, right?
Yeah.
PC bong. I think in Korea is what the name for them.
Yeah. Bang,
bang.
The
arcade was still good. Yeah. Bang bang indeed. But yeah, this one. Naroma versus Kudans. Like, I don't know the outcome of this one, but I would have to guess in a Jack versus Devil Jin matchup that Kudans has the edge. Like, I understand, Jack was have different timing.
Yep.
Naroma has his own unique timing, but I feel like Kudans, because of the way I saw him beat up Aurario way back in DR, I'm like, he can beat any Jack player, especially the highest level Jack player. I already know he has it in him. It's just whether he has the experience to get it. And I'm sure at this point, it's October. He's been watching Saint throughout the year. He's seen what highest level Jack looks like. He just watched Naroma beat all the other Koreans. So I got Kudans in this set.
We'll see. I mean, he's one of those players that he needs to be super on point. Devil Jin has the ability to really put the hurt on Jack, but he has to be executionally ready and on point. Like, he can punish the down forward too with an electric and God Fist, but again, it's one of those things where you have to be perfect to be able to do it. And we've seen him do it. That's the crazy thing. We've seen him do it in the past.
And I missed that, right? Where you'd see, a Jack player do down for 2, and then the Mishima player like electric. It's so cool when that happens in tournament.
Yeah, and there's the down forward too, but he didn't block it. He blocked it with his face. Now he's at the wall, and this is going to be the hurt. So Naroma, my gosh. Welcome back to Tekken, Kudans.
Holy crap, rocket kick. Like, you were the guy in DR? Nah, bro, you should have been in Kyushu back then. I would have taught you something. Holy crap.
What a dominant opening message here from Naroma. I forgot that part screwed right there. Nice.
Seriously, me too. Dude, look at him. He's non-stop in his face.
He's feeling himself. He went for a power crush in that specific situation there. Wow, he is definitely feeling himself. But Kudans fighting back with his first offensive combo there.
Yeah, and that was a very quick hell sweep off the tackle for Kudans, right? He realized he had to get some pressure of his own in. Damn, like, you want to hit some buttons? Let's go.
Okay, Demon Corpse Thrust, the follow-up here. He's slidey. Uh-oh. Nice conversion. He's going to kill him. Oh, no, the wall.
Damn. Perfect spacing. He's like, you're going to do a get a kick, aren't you? I'm going to stay a mile away. You're going to whip like a moron. And I'm going to down forward one.
Oh, in the deep sea. That's how you know what Jack players feel themselves. He will throw it out.
Start of the round, debug.
And now this is it. He's chopping away. Dude, this is so one-sided. How will Kudans even come back for this? What's gonna? Oh my gosh.
Bro, I called out Kudans win. It's like, he's got this. I saw him beat up top-level Jack players in DR. No problem. Man, I talked him up, and look what happened.
He said he has the edge, and look Kudans. He's like looking at you right now, Rip. He's like, Rip, can you please be quiet? I'm trying to win here.
Hey, Hachi. Hey, Hachi.
That's perfect.
I got you, Kudans. I got you.
Damn, that was a beatdown.
That was hell of a beatdown. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, what do you say? Do you say help me, help me?
Dude, wait, does Kudans lose this and have to play JDCR again or something? Losers? That would be the best storyline ever.
That'd be a nice treat for sure. I mean, either way, I like whoever he's going to be playing, as obviously he has his work cut out for him, because right now Naroma is showing that he's definitely here to play.
Chat's like, yo, was it Rip who started the Heihachi chant? You keep it down over there, chat. Yeah. Right?
You need to quit accusing people of stuff like that. Anyways, he's chopping away, still going for those back-to-back low scissors. Jeez. Oh my god. Kudans is falling into the gap right now.
He's hella. This is roll out. Naroma's pushing him in, dude.
This is looking nasty. He's definitely eliminated.
Hey.
This time he's gonna push
okay.
the wall here. He's gonna go for the shoulder.
Dude, Kudans' back has been to the wall every like 5 seconds of the start of the round.
Yeah, even if a stage has no walls, it feels like that, right?
Yeah.
Man, this is nuts. Naroma is playing out of his mind, spacing wise.
I'm so confused.
Okay, there's a God Fist. They're definitely able to get it off the whiff punish. Staple of a Mishima player.
Rage Drive debug's coming, dude. I can smell it.
Uh-oh. I'm not feeling good about this. He's in the lava.
Oh,
dude!
He could have closed it out. Nice.
He messed up. Dude, that's the momentum killer right there. That would be huge.
Oh, wave dash into low parry. I feel like that was an accidental conversion.
I think so too.
And that's guaranteed. Yeah, against the big characters. Laser?
Wow.
No. Wow.
What the hell?
How did he do that? That was definitely some all guys hit collision there. That was crazy.
Get up on this wall here.
Now he's trying to keep him there.
Jeez. Don't step anywhere.
Where are you going?
Yeah, this is big. If
Naroma looking at the 2-0 lead here. This is the first of 3 though. It's winner's final.
Yep. Nice attempt there at the Buster here. Second hit able to land into the blue stuff. Big launchy. Oh my gosh, that hurt. And he's keeping him there now. What are you going to do, Kudans? What are you going to do?
Rushing him down right now.
Nice shining fist call. Oh, even on whiff, it just recovers way too slow. And look at that, 2 straight games for Naroma. Kudans looking, yeah, he looks defeated. Looking at his stick in disgust.
I mean, just think he came off the set with JDCR a second ago where he really got away with a ton of mistakes, and JDCR was playing so sloppy that he didn't punish him for it. Like the hell sweeps was going unpunished, etc. That time he whiffed the hell sweep. Norm was like, while standing 1, that's what the robots should be doing.
Yep. Rise of the machines.
Mm-hmm. And 2-0 for Naroma, huge lead quickly here. Infinite stage is what they get on random. I don't know if Kudans like that. He kind of sat up in the chair like, damn it. He's looking off stage. I'm guessing he's looking at Kakoma. Checking out them hips. I think but realistically, like, Kokomo's always in Kudans' corner, giving a lot of advice at all these events. Definitely training partners.
Our winners final right now, Naroma.
Here we go, game 3.
Up 2-0 versus Kudans from South Korea.
And no walls on this stage, so it's going to give Kudans a little bit more room to breathe, especially going to, oh my gosh, never mind, chopping away.
Dude,
oh my gosh.
This is the thing that I don't understand, right? Like, Naroma, throughout the year, you see him beat people like this, where it's like, dude, this guy is unstoppable. And then you see him in the finals and like, this guy is totally stoppable. Everyone can stop this guy.
Yep. It's one of those things, is like, you got to be able to perform all the time. You can't just do it in Singapore. You can't just do it in Korea. You have to do it at any stage.
Yeah, I mean, when we have a finals again and Naroma's in it and it's his day, I feel bad for everyone else. You know, it's bound to happen eventually.
Oh, here we go.
Good stuff. The wave.
Damn, the wave wasn't coming? Okay.
He is going in.
Kudans.
Okay, more wave.
Yeah, what's up?
Running slash kick into the tombstone. Oh, gosh. Into the pile driver, I should say.
Oh,
yeah, tombstone pile driver.
There you go. Down, back.
All right, he's starting to come away here. Might be able to get on the scoreboard. Let's see if Kudans is able to pull it off.
This is crazy. It's like he tapped into DR Kudans. Like, wait, what did we do 10 years ago? Oh, yeah, wave dash like crazy.
Wave dash like crazy. Hit him with the hell sweep. Boom. Right now, life lead here for Naroma. Okay, there's a punish. It's the knockdown.
Damn!
Sweeping the hell. It's the mix-up.
Another hell sweep? Yeah!
Can he go for 3? Is he going to go for 3 in a row? Is he crazy enough?
Is he? No.
Okay, he's not that crazy.
Dude,
Oh, he went for the Godfist. He went for the Godfist again, twice.
Oh,
Back to back.
man.
Got the 2 classics. Down 4-2 and then down 2.
He tried both of them so hard. He's like, I'm going to make this guy pay. I'm stuffing him right now.
Yeah.
I need them back in my favor.
That's the problem is Naroma knows it, so he's starting to throw it out. He's like, let me see if you can do it. Oh,
Yeah, he's testing him, bro.
You can't do it.
He's hella testing him. He's like, he's daring him to try.
Yep.
He's like, you don't got those, old man. This ain't 10 years ago.
I mean, you got to think about that. Is that a level of, oh my gosh. Is that a level of disrespect, though? Is that something like, hey, I'm going to do this because I know you can't launch me afterwards?
I think it's a level of disrespect. The thing, it's the coolest level of disrespect, right? It's like,
Prove
look,
me wrong, right? It's like that prove me wrong stuff.
And he's like, I know you're trying, so this is less risky for me to try to do it because I know you can't punish it, you know? Like, when you fail that punish, it's going to do nothing to me. But clutch, low parry there from Kudans with time winding down. Naroma had the life lead. He didn't have to throw anything out, but he risked the low anyway. And Kudans made him pay for it.
Don't do it again.
The question now is whether he can build off that momentum, but I think he can.
Well, I mean, we'll see. He's still at the deficit. He needs to win this next match to at least force it to a final game. Let's see what stage he ended up getting. This is the classic. I feel like Arctic Snowfall came up like 70% of the time on random. It was definitely up there.
Damn, is that the difference maker? Oh, it's Dragon's Nest, though. Small stage again.
But I can tell you right now.
Yeah, and every time they had a wall, Kudan's back was up to it real fast.
Uh-oh, and this is a wall stage. Now, this
Down for 2 start of the round from Naroma. I'm calling it.
Naroma and closing out this set.
Jack is a monster by the walls. We all know this. But again,
yeah.
Kudans right now running on momentum.
I mean, Kudans, we know that he can definitely pull off that perfect electric, but he hasn't been able to pull it off so far. But he's been trying. That's the crazy thing.
Put the pressure on his opponent.
Definitely wants to swag out.
Oh my gosh, he was just
the last hit.
I think he was trying to go for a whip.
I mean, like, it's definitely a swag out thing, but it's also...
It's like the thing to do. Like
it's
if you
it's necessary, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, and that's
he took a lesson. Wow, he tried. Why did he jab? That was crazy.
That was
I mean, at least back one, right?
He probably had in his head. Yeah, he could have been. Yeah, he could have been back one too. Yeah, he's kicking the crap out of him. Up 4-4 all day. Locks
Just a
in.
great kick. Oh, nice punish. That was perfect.
Debug! I didn't think that was gonna happen, and I didn't think it was gonna hit once it started.
Yeah, he definitely clipped him there.
Yeah, he got it there. It's definitely
All right, great kick again. Double up. Oh, he kicked him in the back of the head. That was crazy. Oh, he stepped it perfectly too. Yeah, definitely execution errors here. Kudans.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh, the God Fist. Follow up here. What's he gonna do? Dude, Naroma's ability to just kind of weave in and out and create offense for himself.
And he's so patient at the ranges he wants.
Oh, side step attack.
Damn, I got you this time. Whip that.
Oh, you whipped it. Not that. Don't whip that.
That was the scary part. A little scary there. Round count tied. Down for 2 start the round. Damn, I was off by 2 rounds. Not bad.
Definitely going to get the conversion to the wall here. Boom, boom. There it is.
Oh, what a big punish.
Oh, nice. Okay, he went for the easy punish.
I like seeing that punish in general.
Yep.
I like what I'm seeing so far.
Can.
He goes
Not
for
the can, not.
Is he going to do it again?
Oh, that jackhammer.
Man, at 4-4-1 and set point here for Naroma. Kudans has to
Naroma looking to send Kudans into the loser bracket and secure himself a spot in our grand finals.
And Kudans needs it, but he's top 2, so he needs to win this set, and it guarantees himself into the TWT finals.
Damn, nice delay here at the end. Keeping him at the wall here with this pressure. Oh my god, he whiffed. What a bait.
I got it on whiff, though. Can't do it on block, but a whiff, I got you.
And this is big. Either
Damn,
it comes down to this.
Holy crap, dude.
Is he going to be able to tie it up? That's the question.
Woo! Wavoo, hell sweep.
Is still alive.
The hello sweep.
Carry.
The damage. What's he going to go for?
Down back
for the low.
A 4-4. He wants you to
Oh man, he is using that up forward 4.
He doubles up with it twice in a row, right? Again.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like he's gonna do it then hell sweep.
Dude, he timed that hell sweep to beat any get-up kick. That was beautiful.
man,
I can't believe it. I can't believe this guy. Kudans, how did he make that comeback? He was looking done. Yeah, water up.
You gotta drink water. That's what it is.
Yeah, look at the empty water bottle to his left. He's got a new one on the right.
Yep.
Loaded.
Kudans is amazing.
He's the god.
Yeah, now you guys know that wave dash is fueled by water, by H2O.
No, he's gone.
That's how you do the
Next
wave
level,
move.
dude. It's from the future.
The waves are waves of water. That's exactly what it is.
Damn, that's so true.
Wavoo, wavoo.
All right, guys.
Yo, did they rematch?
Oh, they're going right into it. Damn, he started up with a double low.
He's trying to close out. I mean,
No launch.
oh, nobody lost that anymore. Even myself, I feel like you see it doesn't look like Lewis launched punch roll.
Because no one uses Mishimas anymore.
Yeah, and nobody used the 1-1-2 either.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, and he's still gonna get another opportunity here.
Damn, Naroma. Like, this is what I should have got. It should have been 3 rounds last time. Final game, winners final.
Really controlling the spacing there and had the wall, and it was really very hard for
Jackhammer.
Kudans to make that comeback. But again, Kudans looking to work the spacing
Yeah,
game
one
here,
down,
just out of range.
He's trying to poke from so far out.
Oh wow. Catches him ducking.
This time with the backwood debug match range again. Just the tip.
Keeping him there. He's looking really good. Naroma's playing out of his mind, but he gets punished that time. Maybe a bit too cocky here.
Kudans doesn't convert off the wall standing 2. No way. I was going to say, if he wins this round,
Yeah,
that would be something else.
that would have been impressive. But right now, equally as impressive is Naroma's ability here to be up in the lead 2 rounds straight here against Kudans. Oh, there's a whip punish.
Yeah, the whiff down 4-2s, Kudans are launching all of those.
Yep.
The block ones, not so much.
I mean, whiffed anything is Kudans is able to, really capitalize with at least a hell sweep mix up or getting the whip punish with the God Fist.
Oh, no, but he's not dead. That's the good news, right?
What's he going to go for? Do you think he's going to go nuts? Do you think he's going to do something insane?
Baseball slide.
Like that? Do you think he's going to do something that crazy?
No way.
Okay.
Damn, this is a 4-4. Damn.
Well, that was pretty convincing, Rip.
Losers.
3 rounds straight. You got to give it up. Naroma came to play. Japan in the grand finals.
Wow.
Did I remind everyone where the current TWT standings are? Japan won the last one. Someone from Naroma's region, from Kyushu, ended up winning. Kyushu, obviously, the stars of Kyushu are aligning.
It's kind of crazy, right? That I mean, Kyushu was so strong. We didn't really get to see it until Naroma, and then he's not the one who wins the TWT.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But right now, we're going to go into our losers bracket.
Too many good players out of that specific area. Obviously, Chikurin, Gen, Naroma, Taisei. There's a lot of just crazy players out of there that we've seen, throughout the TWT, throughout the different events around the world. A lot of great players, and it's always so hard to see that we always limit these tournaments to the top 8. You only get to see 8 best players go at it for the whatever tournament win. But generally, there's always a lot more. And when you come to events like let's say like EVO or EVO Japan, where they have thousands of players that are there, how do you really whittle it down? I feel like top 64 in that tournament is probably the best 64 players in the world.
It's always so wild, man.
Yeah.
Like any kind of like tournament, when you go to like a Tokyo Master or Korea Master event, or as you mentioned, like an EVO Japan or something, like it's just the level of competition at those events is just out of this world. Even I'm sure like the Pakistan tournament that we had last year, what was it called? It wasn't a challenge event, was it? It was a dojo event, right? Yeah.
It was a dojo.
Any kind of event like that where you just have such high level competition condensed into one big tournament. It's like, did I make it out of pools? Yes, I'm the best. You have this major sense of accomplishment for doing something so small.
I guess I should ask people in the chat for TWT Challenge, the throwbacks. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see next? I mean, what are the other events? You just brought up Pakistan. That kind of reminded me about the Tokyo Tekken Masters event from last year, where a Wise Honey and a Teef Butt went to Japan, and they put hands on everybody. I would love to see a throwback of that.
Yeah, that would be a relatively new one, right? We haven't done a lot of the newer events, I feel like.
No, we haven't. We've been going way back in the time machine. We've been milking the time machine. But I would like to go back to last year.
Yeah, I think we should go back and forth. I'm down for something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would be a really good one. I remember being there just losing my mind over that.
Someone called out Rev Major. We did Rev Major 2017, which had the epic Battle of the Gods match between JDCR and Knee. So that one was done already. But there's a lot of events last year that I think that were really good. Even Rev Major last year, that one was a fun one too.
Son of Nobi, dude, I remember that guy.
That one stole the show. I feel like who won the tournament? Who cares? Son of Nobi was there.
Yeah.
It was good times.
Nobi and his son.
Good luck, Daddy.
Good luck, Daddy. Oh, dude.
And he gave him the medal. That was the best part.
The whole thing was awesome. Oh, man. So this is top 4 setting up right here. This is John Ding and JDCR.
Can't wait, but let's go to this match.
Historically, you know, when these guys played, JDCR had the edge. And, you know, this top 8, though, he was looking pretty rough.
They did it again at, I believe, SCR. There were so many.
Who did he just beat in losers? He beat someone a second ago.
Who did?
JDCR?
Saint.
He beat Saint, right. See, so that's a match we had a lot of experience with, right? Like, so he loses to Kudans, he gets Saint, now he gets John Ding. These are both guys that he had a lot of experience with. So I'm going to say JDCR, like, he's using Saint and John Ding to kind of, you know, like, wake himself up for this top 8.
Yeah, the fallen homies.
It is downright fierce.
It's going to have to be, you know, it's the only way he's going to have a chance of winning this tournament. No way, dude. Does he beat Johnny and get the run back with Kudans?
Oh, man, that'd be a tight one. I mean, I don't remember. I was there, but I don't remember.
Damn, okay.
Time travel has this weird effect on your memory.
It's got its limitations, man.
Yep. Keeps him at the wall here. Look at that. Doesn't do the delayed last hit there.
Yeah, and John Ding using Lucky Chloe here. We were talking about that just a second ago.
I'm pretty sure we'll see.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, the side wall out of nowhere.
I feel like that's always a weakness of John Ding. You know, side walls, being like off axis with the wall to your side. You know, how you react in those situations and what move selection you want to use. John Ding always seems to make the weird wrong choice.
Okay, here we go. Nice side step.
But right now, you know, he's poking away, gets the low parry on the down 2. Wall's gonna be right there though.
Big boot.
Yeah, I like the mix up at the wall. Nothing you see very often from Chloe's. Damn, crouch dash 1.
The judo chop to the. Oh my gosh!
He thought the wall was there.
Yeah, that's a combo that he kind of lands usually, but man, that missed.
Yeah, that was one of those times where he just thought the wall was going to be there. And, you know, players, you guys in the chat, you know, back in this time, you guys already mentioned it, the players have gotten so much better, right? And learning the stages and the boundaries and recognizing where your combos are going to land, that's something that comes with experience.
Yeah, and I feel like one of the strongest improvements from John Ding's game is he stopped using Chloe. At least at this point in time.
I don't know, man. I feel like his Chloe's super strong.
It is, but I think more so now. This version of Chloe, though, definitely not strong, in my opinion. Yeah. Especially, you can see it now versus these players. Obviously, he did beat, who was it, Lojai earlier today?
Yeah.
Which is no small feat, let me tell you that. But again...
But Lojai did switch to Paul.
Yes. See, he did switch to Paul.
And he had a stick problem.
2 out of 3. That's rough for anybody.
Yeah, third hit. I mean, I feel like using his Lucky Chloe at this point was kind of like rank 2 with the Panda, where he's counting on your inexperience a little bit. Again, and you know, a little bit of character and familiarity.
Oh, he threw him right through the slide. That's gonna hit.
No, it doesn't. What?
No wonder he stopped using Chloe. This is just a start. There's no way he's going to pick Chloe again. There's no way.
Yeah, he's kicked back in the seat all the way. He's like, oh.
Yeah, he's about to fall off. I do not think, or I do not predict that he will pick Chloe again in this follow-up matchup.
I think that was the last match he ever used Eddie against the Korean player. That might have been it right there.
That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I mean,
it's stage select. He's sticking with Chloe. This.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, yeah, maybe he's going for the full experience.
Yeah, okay, so this is the last set he ever used Chloe against the Korean.
Because this is our Asian
I don't know.
Final, we're gonna know.
Well, let's see. John Ding.
Actually, at the end of this match,
does he have it in him? I feel like I don't know that John Ding has ever beat JDCR in a tournament set.
Oh, is that real?
I said it right now because I can't remember it happening. Chat, are you guys have a better memory than me?
Man, they'll find anything. They have the power of the internet right now. They can.
There must be some point where John Ding beat JDCR in a tournament set, right?
In an actual 2 out of 3 tournament set, yeah. Not a team tournament.
Yeah, not one game somewhere. But in a tournament set for TWT or something?
We'll find out. I'm sure our data researchers at the ready. Right now, JDCR, of course, still playing confidently. I mean, just looking at his game plan. He's always had the right game plan with Dragunov. He knows when to do certain moves, make use of the down forward 4, make use of these wall hits. Wow, what an adjustment for the combo there.
JDCR is well aware.
Yeah, maybe CEO 2018. I mean, he did win that event, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if he got through. I don't know if he had to play JDCR in it. That's the question.
He played Kudans in the final for that one.
I remember that. Yeah, it was a UIU Grand Finals for that event.
I think it's not looking good.
Yeah, JDCR is putting on a clinic right now. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
4-4-3 all day. It's weird to see that move used so much.
But again, Lucky Chloe's damage output, nothing to cough at.
Especially because she also has the running 3, right?
Oh wow, was looking for a launch of JDCR.
Look at him taking his time. He's got rage.
He's gonna have to be careful though, because it's just one more hit, you know. And Dragunov is at so much plus after that down 2 hits. He has to be careful.
One more combo, 2 more hits.
Oh my gosh, what a step! I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, the thing is, yeah, he can use a single jab, but he only can get so much from the single jab. When he goes for the 1-2 and he commits, Dragunov's already on the other side. He's already sidestepping.
He's getting stepped a ton here, right? He's got to commit to more homing attacks. Maybe even a more side step 4, but I think he doesn't want to use the lows because you see he's not using down back 4, he's not using side step 4. Yeah, he's barely using any low attacks. He's just scared. I think JDCR's got him, mind wrecked.
Yes, I mean, look at it. It's over right there.
That
was obviously a misinput there. I don't think he meant to do the forward 4, but JDCR very handily. That was probably the quickest set we've seen here for this top 8, but unfortunately, Judging are going to have to go back home to the drawing board, even though this was years back. But he's going to have to live to fight another day. And that means we get a matchup here where it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be JDCR versus
and Kudans. This is the run back from winner's side of the top 8. And I'm seeing in the chat that people have found John Ding has beaten JDCR in the tournament. It looks like JDCR lost to John Ding at Tokyo Masters last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think actually, now that I've said it out loud, I think that I do remember that.
I mean, you were there, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was a surprise, right? And it's like, damn, he did it.
John, were you there? No, you weren't there.
See, I can't remember. There was one year when I was there. There's a year when I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were there in 2018.
Together.
Last year I was with Obama and Jiyuna.
Yeah, that was a good one too. I remember. I think I was restreaming that one.
And that's all she wrote.
From home. So yeah, I felt like I was there.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, like I said before.
Wow, so JDCR also lost to John Ding at CEO 2018 as well. They lose his final. So yeah, I guess John Ding, he does eventually start getting revenge on JDCR, but at this time you can see that was beatdown, right? And it's all Lucky Chloe there, so maybe John
prior to his run with Eddie against the Koreans.
Yeah, he made the right choice by eliminating the Lucky Chloe from the matchup. Thinking, let's just stick it out with Eddie here. I can make it happen. Nice.
You know, a lot of players or a lot of people consider Eddie to be one of the weaker characters in the game. What do you feel on that?
I don't know, man. Like, I definitely he's a non-traditional character, right? You can't look at him in a sense of, what's his backdash and side stuff, like, because he's obviously limited in that sense. And then you look at like, what's his damage output, like, what's his potential? Yeah, he's more of a mix-up-based character, so I feel like he's like a upper mid tier. I don't think he's like a top 10 character. I don't think he's one of the weakest characters.
I mean, bro, I was just talking to the chat earlier. I feel like there's 20 characters in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, I mean, the game is, everyone looks like, okay, this game has a couple characters that are too good right now. So it's like, oh, the game's in balance. But nah, dude, you got this like 50 characters or something. There's like 3 that stand out, maybe 4, and then the rest of them, they're all like pretty good. The weakest ones are also pretty good.
Yeah, there's no outright. I mean, I wouldn't say there's even an outright terrible character that has like no chance in winning.
Right. Like every character, even like, people always talk about Gigas, Katarina. Like those characters can beat the crap out of them. Have you played a good Katarina, man?
Have you played a good Gigas? We haven't. I was. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude,
nightmares.
Boy, that guy has beaten me like through 5 different people. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh man, that was bad memories.
Yeah.
That was our Master Cup team.
Yeah. Dude, looking back at that Twitter clip that just came out this week again of us playing the Master Cup, Mute, Steve, Sue, Michael Murray. Like, even remember, like, Michael Murray was on our team for Master Cup. That's so crazy to me.
I was so mad at him. Was it that year?
Why?
Or the year before? There was one year where he used regular Jin, and I was so mad at him. I was like, why would you use regular Jin? Your regular Jin is like your 5th character. I was like, oh, man.
No, I don't. Did he? I was like, for a second, I was like, did he even play? I was like, he must have played.
He had to have played.
Yeah, exactly. But no, last year Master Cup, or whatever it was last year, right? 2019.
Yeah.
Dude, that seems like forever ago. Like seeing that little clip, like I had like short hair and everything, and
everyone had shorter hair.
Dude, it was just so wild to see us playing there and being in that environment. It feels like it was a different decade when I look at it.
I'm curious now, based on how the game is now, what do you think is your top 5 characters? I'll name mine. I don't know if you want to name yours first, but I think we can go back and forth. Maybe we'll take turns. But I'd say right now, my feeling is I think Leroy's really good.
Yeah.
He's definitely in the top 5. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
All right, I'd say Julia is in the top 5.
I don't know about that one, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
It's definitely a maybe, yeah.
I say Paul's in the top 5.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think Steve is in the top 5.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Probably.
And I don't know now because I don't know enough, but I thought Fakumram was in the top 5.
There's a lot to learn and still a lot to see.
I don't know about now though, just because of the recent changes.
With the change of the sidestep, I'm not sure, but I'm willing to wager with the changes I've seen that even without a sidestep,
he has his back down still. He still has his back down.
I think even without a sidestep, like with 0 sidestep, I think Fakumram still exists. That is a big problem, but is he top 5 with it or without it? That's the question, right? I think Leroy, yeah, top 5. See, it's weird for me because I feel like a character like Akuma, like, do you put that character in top 5 even though only like 3 people in the world can do it?
Yes.
Okay,
someone could do it, someone could do it, right?
Okay, then I think Akuma is still top 5. I think Geese is still top 5. Leroy.
There's the last character on my list was Zafina.
Yeah. Oh, Fakumram. I guess at that point it's like, is it the 5th player? The 5th character for me is like, is it Fakumram? Is it Zafina?
I have Akuma just underneath the top 5.
Yeah, that's the question, right? They're all really close. Like, mine's not in order, by the way.
Yeah, neither is mine.
I feel like there's a ton of characters I'm forgetting about, too.
I mean, like I said, there's 20 characters in the top 10.
Yeah, there might be 20 characters in the top 5.
That's probable, too. You know, just based on how the internet works nowadays, it's definitely probable.
Yeah, I think,
who do you think is the best Mishima character? Do you think it's Devil Jin or Kazuya?
Who you think will take it? What your hopes are and what you expect to see.
I'm talking about, yeah, I'm like at its max potential. Max potential.
Steve, what are we gonna
I think currently it's probably Kazuya.
Really, I think it's Devil Jin still, just because of the wall carry from the Hell Sweep.
Damn, I mean it's good, but Kazuya just a stupid ass down back 4 hitting grounded.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but that's the thing is like once something is revealed to hit grounded, it's either going to be you take it or you just are aware of it now.
And Kazuya having a mix up off after was it down forward 1 now? Is it down forward 1-2? Like Fakumram style?
Well, he has down forward 1-4, but then he also has down forward 1-2, which guarantees him a forward 4 after.
Yeah, that drives me crazy. I hate that they gave him a mid mix up out of that. I also think Heihachi is super good. Like, I don't think he's the best.
I think he's underrated. A lot of people usually rate him as the worst Mishima, which I think is right. I think he's not the strongest Mishima, but we'll see. Oh man, these guys are fighting each other.
Yeah, they're already going. Damn, all right. JDCR and Kudans. This is the run back. So Kudans sent JDCR to the loser bracket in this tournament. JDCR played very sloppy, didn't punish any hell sweeps. It was ugly, but now he's warmed up a little bit more. He beat Saint and John Ding. Let's see if he's a little bit cleaner. Kudans got the first round though. Down 2, man, he's chopping. Damn!
He's big counter hit.
I can't ever tell if Kudans does those intentionally, you know?
I mean, that's how you know he's good. That's how you know he's good. Like a lot of people will call it out and say like, oh, it was a botched electric, the best accidental down forward 2, right? But I mean, if he knows it's counter hit, right?
Yeah.
Still a 15. It's 15, right? Down forward 2. I feel like it is.
For Devil Jin, so yeah.
Look at that. And I love seeing the way that these two play, because we talked about Kudans and his confidence going into the matchup. You can tell he's playing with confidence. He is rushing him down.
Yeah, they're both trading on jabs while standing 1-2. That's one of those moves where, you know, when you're saying you're a Devil Jin player, you look at the moves and you're like, what is this move for? This doesn't even launch or anything. You know, what am I going to use this while standing 1-2? But there are reasons to use all these moves. You know, while standing 1-2, the first choice is Laser Scraper. These are like some classics that Kudans uses.
Ooh!
4 moves. That was beautiful.
Sidewall Sun. Sidewall save lives. You guys got to remember that.
JDCR is scouting that hell sweep. You can tell.
And that's the way it works.
He's definitely scouting that hell sweep.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing too. Is like, when is it going to come out? Some players, like Kudans, one of them, is he knows when to use it, when not to use it.
And just these generic down 4s, you know, just keep them, you know, in place.
Oh, he got the throw this time. Is he going to end it here? Oh, no, never mind. He did enough damage.
That always does more damage than you expect it to.
Oh, look at the wave dash.
Wave dash and a generic down 4 again.
Well, that's the thing. It's a great rhythm breaker right there. Look at that. He's now using the down 3s. He is starting to open him up. And that's going to really open him up for things like the Demon Paw, things like the laser scraper hits.
Yeah, this is Kudans just planting siege right now, for the rest of the set. This is a 1st to 3 set.
Yeah, he's the real Jack player. He's the real seed planter. That's that guy. Look at him.
Yeah, just to check the down forward 1s, the down 3, the down 4s.
Like a lot of times you say, look, I want to get this combo and get this.
Oh,
yeah,
it's starting.
Kudans is something else, bro. 1-to-1 counter hit.
What's he going to do with it? That's the question. Oh, he went for it there.
Yeah, he hasn't tried one of those in a minute. Down for one
Lancer. Oh, thought he was going to
Ragey, don't get caught by the blue stuff again. It's coming.
It's going to come.
Time running out.
The generic down 4s. 5 seconds backdashing all day. Electric. Oh my god. 1 second. Bro!
Oh, that was on JDCR. He definitely messed up there.
I don't even know. I think he was looking for an opportunity and Kudans just wasn't giving it to him. And honestly, if I was in JDCR shoes, I was waiting for Kudans to come back in like a couple of those seconds as well. You're like 4 seconds on the clock, you think, oh, he's going to make a move here to keep me off of him. But he didn't. He made it look like he was going to come back in, but he didn't. He was just like, nope, I'm staying here. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to come in, and then nope, double back that. I'm out. Yeah, and JDCR, he didn't even try the rage drive. That was a little surprising. You got to at least try a rage drive or a down 2 in that situation, I feel like.
All you guys tuning in at home, I really do appreciate it.
It's too strong of a mix.
The crowd that we have watching here, I really do appreciate it. And you guys
Kudans again with the lead against JDCR, 1-0 so far. Thinking it over, tilting his head to the side. He doesn't seem to have answers here.
And if you're here in the venue, I've been told we're going to be doing a few.
At least he's got a long set figured out.
You guys stick around.
Yeah. I mean, look at how calm and collected that Kudans is.
Bandai Namco Entertainment here in Asia.
He barely won. He won off of time. We're going to the Mishima Dojo. Again, race to 3.
That first game looked so different. Look at this. JDCR, he's so out of it, man. Launching to nothing.
That sequence right there. I mean, you love to see it. I mean, that's the thing is like we don't see Mishimas anymore. It's nice to see that kind of stuff.
Dude, this pressure.
Yeah. I mean, this pressure only comes out when you're feeling yourself.
Yeah, and
you're not gonna. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say, yeah, Kudans, he's not the kind of guy who really does it, but I wish that he would do it more. Because first of all, I love watching it. But I feel like when he starts doing it, it's so effective. You see all of his opponents freeze up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like usually he'll do very non-rhythmic wave dash where he'll just use it to kind of get in. But then there's sometimes where he's going to feel himself, and he did this against Saint in the TWG finals as well. He's going to wave in someone's face and force a mix-up. You see him stop the wave dash, and out of nowhere, the hell sweep comes out. It's crazy how he utilizes it to kind of freeze up his opponent. Oh, nice punish.
There's a punish on the hell sweep.
Do it again.
Down jab, down 3. I love it. I love it.
He's definitely poking outside of the box. Don't tell me he's going to
down for one. He showed him the lows like you're going to want to low parry, right? Here's a down for one, so you don't low parry, back to down 4 again. He's in his head, bro.
Threatening to go up 2-0 right now in this set.
Oh, he is so confident right now. This is not like the first set.
Get off me, bro. Don't touch my wings. Get off of me. I just have these things clean.
And you can see JDCR, he's totally on the back foot with Dragon. This is not the way he usually wants to be playing with Dragon either.
JDCR opening up on offense now.
Oh, what a step. He was definitely to his back. He was about to take his wallet.
This time JDCR aware. Tracking move of his own.
But now, because he has rage, goes for the
Uh-oh. Pushing towards the wall. Got him up.
This could be big.
Oh my god, is that going to hit?
What?
He jumped! He jumped!
He was trying to sidewalk up, maybe, and end up with a jump?
Do you think the freeze from the rage art messed up his input?
Oh, God! That electric messed up his face more than the input got messed up by the freeze, all right? Kudans beating up Heihachi. It's 2-0 right now. Crowd, let's get behind it. Hey, Hachi. Hey, Hachi. Hey, Hachi.
Damn, you're really trying to plant that seed early.
It's the only thing that can work for him here, right?
Is there anyone with a more emphatic use of the electric wind godfist that we've seen in Tekken 7? I don't think there's anyone that puts that that causes a heart attack as much as Kudans. Like that God Fist is definitely the time stop right there.
Honestly, in Tekken Tag 2, that was JDCR. For me, like he used to hit those electrics.
It was when he was a Mishima player.
And now Kudans,
Right.
man, he might get his run back with Naroma. But
This is
either one of
crazy.
these players both have a chance.
Nice to
is
see
crazy.
this high level play.
In the grand finals if they make it.
Damn, nice try, chat. He didn't pick Heihachi though.
Yeah.
We tried. 2 of you tried.
JDCR.
You know, we haven't seen
Is this gonna be a 3-0 sweep?
It looks like he's gonna stick it
That's
out with Dragunov.
quite the statement.
If
'cause
this is a 3-0 sweep, I feel no remorse about that Heihachi chant in the finals.
the drawing board was being drawn in front of
I
you
had
way
no
back then.
idea.
Damn, are you gonna message JDCR after this and be like, hey, you should have switched to Heihachi a long time ago?
Yeah, you should have switched at seam. You know, dude.
Oh, here we go. Nice. Gets the wall standing too. He's gonna get the wall for sure.
And that's
Now what's the mix-up?
range of the wall 72 has amazing range actually.
Oh man, he's feeling himself. You could see how offensive he is. All right, gets knocked down. Here
Damn,
comes
he was
JDCR.
committed to that duck too. Hard call out from Kudans here.
Yeah.
Confidence spilling over.
This is the dance that we
Again,
like.
he's making use of those low kicks. Those low kicks have done so much mental damage in the matchup as well.
Yeah,
He tried to
rage out this
sidestep.
time. I think if he tried the rage out, he probably didn't have enough health either.
Yeah, that's such a good move.
Yeah, but again, the rage art with Devil Jin, he's airborne a lot faster than most of the rage arts. So it's kind of hard to say. Sometimes he's able to clip and beat out moves even before they come out.
Yeah, sometimes he even avoids the mids completely, right? He just like his body leaves.
Yep.
Countered 1-2-1.
Uh-oh. This is big for JDCR. JDCR looking, of course, to get on the scoreboard here.
That was unfortunate.
Ancient Power.
Is that the name of it? Ancient Power?
It's the name for the ogre version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. What is it? Is it Ancient Power? Someone got to look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. We're filming.
It's Devil Power.
Here we go.
No way. Is he gonna?
Come back.
Oh no! All right, good stuff from JDCR. I like the adaptation.
Chopping away at the legs.
He's playing more of Kudan style now, right? If you want to play with the generic low poke game, I can switch it up like that too. Crouch one float, doesn't get anything. While standing 2 on the wake up for Kudans.
Oh, he's gonna push to the wall.
No, just shy of it.
Very close to it. He's gonna keep that pressure here. Back one cancel. Oh, and he got him. And he took him to Heaven's Gate. The follow up here. What's gonna happen?
Into the sky. This time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kudan's ready for man. That electric got stuck. I was lucky for JD there.
Nice.
Not enough to kill the mid.
Don't tell me he's gonna make a comeback. He was down 2 rounds.
I feel like those first 2 rounds though, he was just overconfident. He's like, I'm gonna try to style this guy. I'll make these hard reads on defense. But I think now he's adjusted back. Like, all right, let's try to close it out. Like it's hard to believe, but I feel like he was playing with his food.
That's the problem. He wasn't hungry, but he might be hungry now. Oh, no duck.
Yeah, he ducked that and didn't believe.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person.
Oh, look at
this. Look at this. This maneuvering.
JDCR let him sidewalk all around 180. That was ridiculous.
That's the pressure that Kudans has. He doesn't even have to wave dash. He can just sidestep. But JDCR finally getting on the scoreboard here. Much needed. But look at Kudans. He's still looking way too confident. Look at his eyes. The vision.
Yeah, he shook it off. He literally shook it off right there. And, you know, he looked over. Kokon probably said something. He just nodded immediately. He was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I gave him 1 game. Man, the level of play there, you look at just the character that you know, right? Dragunov versus Devil. You saw everything that Kudans is doing. And the way JDCR won that was down 2-3 times into while standing 4. You know, it's like, dude.
Just don't even do it.
Never do it.
Don't look at
Forgotten Realm.
Maybe don't do it.
As soon as that happens,
In his next game, all right. If JDCR brings it all the way back to the, and he goes to like final round, then maybe I should have said Heihachi. You know,
We'll see, but this is going to be a tough stage for both of these characters because there is the ability or the possibility, I should say, of extra damage.
We've seen this stage all weekend.
in the top 8. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Haven't seen it at all. And here we go.
Forgotten Realm. He gets the bounce on the counter hit, and man, that was brilliant. Good option there, knowing that he wasn't going to get a full combo, but still able to get the wall. He's starting a low jab.
But now you see those crouch jabs coming in, and that's when that.
Oh, the Hell Sweep! And the Hell Sweep 4 becoming a spike combo, which leads to the downstairs. Whoop!
Damn, Wall Stand 2, don't step that way.
There we go.
Taking down another
Might be
bounty.
dead. He might be
Rage
dead.
Art.
Rage Art. Is it enough?
It should be enough. He was just like slightly above the
That
bubble
last
row.
hit of the laser.
Oh, very close.
Wait, it wasn't
Oh,
enough.
God,
What
it's
the
not,
hell?
yeah. It looked a little short. And look at that, JDCR able to close out the round.
I hate that how I'm doubting past past versions of my commentary. This is crazy.
That was my reaction.
Oh, man.
Nice combo.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wow. Drops the combo on the wall. Okay.
And JDCR turned this all around.
One hit of that laser scraper. Once again, now while standing 1-4, gets the hill.
Oh, here we go. The
Damn,
follow-up has the
final
wall.
tail, Suki.
Repeat offender.
Yeah,
That's
Sukin in the
illegal,
chat.
bro. You can't
Shout out
keep
to
it
everybody that's tuning in right now. Thanks for joining us for this TWG Throwback. And Kudans just tying it up on rounds right now. Again, he's up 2-1 here. Winner of this will fight against Naroma in the grand finals. I'm watching it like I've never seen it before.
Dude, this is hype.
Ooh.
Yeah, and of course, Kudans sent JDCR to the loser bracket here. He was up 2-0. They meet again in the losers final now. And Kudans finally back for a counter hit. Look, what the hell?
He did some CVS2 combo there. I don't know what's going on.
He meant to do 3-ring circus, I think.
Oh, nice Shining Fist combo. The double up. Sometimes you just got to do it twice. Ooh, 4-4-3 to close it out. Are you serious?
I don't know, man. It's not looking good for JD right now. Kudans potentially going to double eliminate JDCR from the top 8.
Oh, look at this. He's playing so compact. He's just chipping.
See, and yeah, Kudans now has forced him to play his own game, right? He's taking him off his regular game. Wow, and it's working, though. It's definitely working. JDCR interrupting all Kudans' offense. Final round, set point for Kudans here.
And, you know, they've both been playing very similarly. They've both been chopping
Single jab, down 2, running 2.
And the matter of it is who's
Nice counter hit there, keeping the pressure on. I mean, Kudans, he does not want JDCR to get this momentum. At this point, oh, he gets knocked down. I'm thinking he needs to go nuts. I think they're going to start coming out. Oh, that hesitation on the dash. That was so scary.
Get that out of here.
Now JDCR having this momentum. Going to bring it all back. Tied. A final match between these two to see who will make it to our grand finals.
That was beautiful. Okay.
And you got to think about it. So Naroma just sent Kudans into the losers bracket earlier in the tournament. Naroma defeated JDCR in the tournament prior at the Korean Master event. So Naroma is probably really confident going into this because he's beaten both of these players in a longer set.
Man, a final game here. No need for Heihachi. Dragunov is working out just fine. Why would you ever switch from JD? Damn, is this really going to go to final round with the Dragunov?
And
I'm going to leave my stuff.
I leave my stuff here. Like, look,
I don't know. Let's find out.
Ship it to me.
Looks like arena stage.
I was not prepared.
Give Dragunov down 2 back, chat. Come on. He still has down 2. What are you talking about?
Let's see.
Surprise, surprise.
He still has down 2. He still has running 2. What more do you want from this character?
It's Echo Fox JDCR.
All right, here we go in the arena.
The arena.
What up, M-Dog?
This is a pretty small stage, too.
Final game. Losers final.
Oh,
wow, I know you can do that.
Oh, he was back turned.
Dude, he chased down the crawl away.
Yeah. Oop, here we go. This is going to hurt. Resplat, no. What's he going to do? Man, he is on his ass right now. There goes the hell sweep. What's the mix-up? Don't tell me you're going to do it again. Don't do it to him, Kudans. Broken plate special.
A little down 3 for you.
Using the Emperor's Eye.
Out of here. Down 2. I got a low parry for those.
Yep. He also has the wall here. See what he does. Act 4. Mix up. Wraith kick. Oh, he tried to double up again.
Running to in between the Wraith kicks is pretty good.
That's kind of ballsy. It's kind of ballsy.
Because you had to know he's going to do it, too.
Yeah.
And again, right, he blocked the Wraith kick, running 2 afterwards.
Wow. He had a chance there, but because he held it.
Oh, there it is. And he's going to be dead. Look at this. 1 round away. Kudans will be able to pull away, or will JDCR start mounting a comeback? All coming down to this. One of these players will move on to our grand finals where Naroma from Japan is waiting.
Dude,
get off him, bro.
On block after moves is so crazy when you look back at this.
Yeah.
But right now, it is all Kudans. JDCR, Dragunov not mounting much of an offense here in game number 5.
Oh, that hell sweep. He's so good. Dashing in his face, creating these openings, these opportunities. Nice slidey.
Yeah, there's no wave, right? There's no wave move. There's no tell. Last pixel JDCR is not looking like it's going to happen here. Can't hit some blue stuff. It's his only hope. Down forward 1. Closes it out again. Kudans double eliminating JDCR from Team 2017.
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to quick mids, Devil Jin has definitely got those, whether it's the Twin Lancer hit, the down forward 4. There's a lot of options that he has, but man, he's looking good. Look at him right now.
He needed top 2 to qualify for the TWT finals.
Is that what I said just now?
That match is what put him there.
That's crazy.
He needed to beat JDCR to qualify for the TWT finals.
Was it past version of myself or Steve saying that?
You said it when he played earlier to get into the winner final.
Oh, okay. Damn, he just made it in. That's crazy. He clutched it out.
Dude, so he beat JDCR to make it to the TWT finals to beat JDCR.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Talk about Inception, right?
I didn't know that.
Man, he definitely made it happen.
Holy crap.
You know, there's not that many of these guys left, that guys that play Mishimas, so it's definitely nice to see.
I mean, think about that. That means JDCR, right? This is his time machine opportunity, right? If he had beaten Kudans here, Kudans wouldn't have been at the finals to beat him and eliminate him.
And Echo Fox would still be around. I'm joking.
Damn, dude.
I'm joking.
But that's
for sure.
actually crazy.
That is crazy if you think about it. That is super crazy.
It all came down to this match. And it went down to final game, and they got arena stage.
Yep.
Wow.
It's crazy knowing that, you know, the eventual 2017 world champion was so close to not making it. So close to not making it into the tournament.
This was an impressive display, of course, from JDCR.
And he brought it all the way back. And, you know, that first set that he had against them, right? Like, it was clearly JDCR not playing his best game. This set was much more normal JDCR, right? You know, he punched the Hellsuit with a delayed hop kick, right? He adjusted to all the mistakes he made in the first set. I won't say all mistakes, right? Because he still lost the set. But he did adjust to a lot of his own personal issues in terms of his normal gameplay that we didn't see in the first set. But man, here it was, final game, Kudans, which is all over, right? He's always at the wall. You know, smaller stage, whoever gets the wall first has such a huge advantage.
Yeah, this is really where Kudans started pulling away a sliver of life.
And there was last pixel, down forward 1.
Very compact, very clean, and Kudans, of course.
Not the first time we've done that in the set either, but that was great.
He has his classic cheer all the time. There's no torso touching. Save that for finals. No torsos.
Man, oh man, that was crazy stuff. Kudans there, clutching his way into the TWT finals. And without it, you know, we could have had a completely different outcome of the TWT finals in 2017.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying everything that you're seeing. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social media, all of the channels that you guys see on the screen right now. Of course, if you're watching it on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Twitter right now, there's all those accounts, whether it's Tekken or the Bandai Namco Esports channels. Make sure you guys give us a follow. There are going to be more TWT Throwback events in the future. So make sure you guys join in on the conversation, hashtag TWT Throwback, and let us know what you want to see. I know Rip and I were kind of just talking about how we want to see some of the more recent events, but it really comes down to what you guys want to see. Jump in on the discussion and let us know.
Yeah, if you guys have a favorite match, a favorite top 8, use that hashtag TWT Throwback. Let us know which ones you guys want to see. Right now, though, we are set up for our grand finals. It's going to be Kudans versus Naroma, the run back for winners final. But before we get there, we got a short break we got to take, so hang tight. We'll be right back. have a king too. Let me try king instead. Damn, you're gonna toss me those glasses, Mark?
Sure. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm always ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Got it? I might need those back later.
3.
Oh, all you took? And that will be that run in black over 725.
Like, we should do an encore match right now. Bronson's been in the chat the entire time. I want to play Bronson Tran. He talks all that, talks all about NorCal being better than SoCal. You know, against Bronson, I'll represent SoCal any day of the week, all right? I want Bronson Tran, all right? Give me Bronson Tran. This is all right? I was contacted to fight Bronson Tran. That's not Bronson Tran right next to me, okay? Make it happen. The next qualifier event, make it co-main event, undercard, I don't care. I want Bronson Tran.
2.
And the Flamingo follow-up, and that time you saw he just gave him one hit.
Oh, he landed it!
No.
Oh my!
What the hell?
That was the fake killer crossover cross-up. I have no idea how that hit.
Cameraman broke his own ankles, dude.
1.
Nice, he gets the punish. One more hit can do it.
Man, it's over. Speakix has it in the bag right now. Dunzo, 3 rounds straight to seal the deal.
Final round.
Dukin doesn't seem to care. It's like, do it, man.
Oh, my god, that was so sick. He beat out the option.
Oh my god! Oh my god, come on! Dukin, what are you doing?
He's trying to embarrass him. He's trying to put him back into retirement.
Dude. Bro, that was messed up, man.
I've never seen anything like that.
Dukin gonna be the end of this run. It's
Oh, and
over.
he gets it. Counter hit
Final
down
boss.
4 and the taunt at the very end.
Oh my goodness. Final boss, welcome back to the Tekken World Tour Throwback. I'm Rip with Markman here. We're at the grand finals for SEAM 2017, but that was a recap of the Tekken Online Challenge from last weekend. Tons of fun. Speakix epic run, but final boss Sukin stealing the show there. That was craziness.
That was fun. I mean, the Tekken Online Challenge, at least the first pre-event that we had, it definitely brought people together. That final boss thing, it ended up happening, and the results of it were way cooler than I ever expected. So it was really nice to see that, and great representation from everyone from the West region. But there's going to be more. You know, obviously there's the one that's going to be happening in September, so hopefully you guys look forward to that as well. And really happy that Astro Gaming, of course, is back for another year supporting the Tekken Online Challenge this time as the official headset and mix amp of the Tekken Online Challenge. And this year, Astro will be providing all of the top 3 from the Open Tournament. Those champions will be able to get Astro products and custom merchandise. So shout outs to Astro for always supporting the FGC and always love being part of the Astro family. So lots of love to those guys.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and one more thing about that. Run It Black there, Avery talking about how he would represent SoCal any day of the week against Bronson. Trust me, that is the last match that we want you to represent SoCal for. Like, other ones, all the way.
But I got to give it up, though. He is being persistent, like an annoying little puppy, right? He wants that matchup. I mean, maybe one day he'll get it. We'll find out. But hopefully Bronson will be in a place where he can play and show us what's up, because I definitely love to. Can we mic him?
I want to see the matchup now.
Can we mic him while he's playing?
Oh, man. I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah, it might not be, but it'd be fun to maybe mic both of them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be great, dude. Hopefully we get to have that one day.
Yeah, I believe we are going to be continuing with our grand finals here of Southeast Asia Major 2017. This was a different era, and we just saw that Kudans, because of his top 2 finish, ended up qualifying for the World Finals. And again, this was his last chance to qualify for the World Finals as well. So he just made it points-wise. Only the top 5 points getters from the Asia region would be able to make it in. There's Tasty Steve on stage. What's he doing there? Who's with me?
He's probably announcing the players on stage for the grand finals. He's hyping it up. He's like, you got Korea, you got Japan on this side. Oh, we can hear him a little bit. Oh, make some noise!
This was before Make Some Noise became a thing.
Yeah, it was way before it became a thing.
Yeah.
You can tell even by his delivery of the Make Some Noise, it wasn't yet a thing.
Yeah, he was looking at the ground, because now he's looking up when he does it.
Ground, make some noise.
Make some boys.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, these guys, both of these players are beasts. And we saw early on in the winners finals, Naroma ended up coming out on top. And it was very convincing, I would say, in the matchup. It was a 3-0, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
Naroma,
it was a 3-0.
Right,
the first 2 games were just obliteration, right? It just, he looked like he was just playing with them. It looked like he was totally comfortable with the matchup, that Kudans didn't have a chance.
Yep.
So now the question is, what is Kudans going to do differently, right? Because it was not looking like he had any answers for Naroma.
So from Japan,
But the thing is, he did just come off that victory against JDCR where he played completely different than the first setting against JDCR as well, right? Like, he didn't look shook from his loss in Naroma. He had, all of his confidence was there in his gameplay, his execution. And we saw at the end of the first set with Naroma, a lot of those down 4-2s, like, come on, try to punish this, you can't do it. You can't perfect collect with these down 4-2s. So now I'm curious to see if he's going to, because I feel like he's warmed up. He's ready to go now.
And since you said that, now he better do it. If he doesn't do it, I would be disappointed. He needs to do it. This is you need to make a statement like, oh, you knocked me into losers, and let me show you what's up now.
Yeah, perfect down 4-2 there.
Oh, man.
To start off the round.
Yep, spacing out here. Let's see if he finds an opportunity again. Oh,
nice.
And see, you got to remember, Kudans hot off of his performance against JDCR. He's definitely feeling himself. That is a match where he already talked about he had confidence in that matchup. So going into this, he has to be feeling himself.
Damn, and the Windy Godfist putting in work now. He gets the first round of the grand finals. That power crush he used in the first round as well, just to create some space and get Naroma off of him. I got so confused. I looked at the name bar. I was like, wait, that's not. JDCR.
Definitely not. He looks different. He looks different today.
But the power crush is a great option just to create some space. Man, this is the gameplay, right, with Naroma. He backdashes and waits, sees if you're going to whiff, and then he gets his punish, right? And Jackhammer's going to connect there. Down 4 for the follow-up.
Tied up on rounds here. Let's see how this is going to play out. But again, he's no fear debugger. Start of the round.
Yeah, it's so crazy, right? That like at this level of the game, you see debuggers. Like a lot of people, they'll give law players crap for being like, man, you Dragon Tail? What are you, a scrub? But then debugger? Oh, it's totally fine. Yeah, you're a skilled player, bro.
I mean, that's the thing. It's high risk. I don't even say it's high reward because it's not like you get a juggle off of it or anything. But that what you are able to do against your opponent, it really changes the aspect of the matchup.
Let's see if he's able to keep this
it forces players to look for it. No one wants to get hit by a debugger, right?
He's been using the Godfist a lot more in the matchup so far.
Here we go.
Wall carry just a little bit short.
Broken plate.
Damn,
what a step.
with Jack?
Yeah, and he slightly delayed the last hit there, so it caused them the ability to be able to sidestep and get that launch there.
Yeah, and it's so rare to even see Kudans even go for that third hit. Damn, baited. Hella baited.
That was a strong first match here from Kudans. And again, he's in the loser's bracket, so he needs to win 2 sets here to be able to be the champion here at SEAM.
That win pose looks like Devil's laser is malfunctioning, He's like, he's shooting.
Oh my gosh, guys, he's out of control.
Yeah, he needs
get to the bunker.
Sunglasses.
Get to the bunker. We have a situation here, folks.
Two mega powers collide.
Man, yeah, Naroma doesn't look confident right there, right?
Some electricity.
Well, not like he was in the first set that they played.
No, he just the way his posture was and his head tilt. I don't know. We'll see.
That is correct, though. I see a lot of people talking in the chat. So if you guys are watching right now, make sure you guys join us in chat. Make some noise in there. I see a lot of call-outs here. Kudans is a beast, and man, we've been knowing that. He's been a beast for well over a decade now. So it's nice to see that, he's still dominating.
I love it.
Ooh, Wraith kick. Nice.
And Kudans a lot of time now, he's dashing forward without hitting buttons, right? Because he's been hit by forward 2 and some other attacks, but they haven't been counter hit. So that seems to be part of his approach. Like just moving in, waving in with no buttons.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the pressure too. Is if you think about it, it's not only looking for an opportunity for a mix-up, it's pushing his opponent to the wall. And lo and behold, he's there. He is there.
Yeah, it's confusing to me. It looks like Naroma is unsure of how to press Kudans right now. Dude, what is happening? Kudans is awake.
Now pushing towards the wall here.
Oh yeah, now pushing towards the wall. He's gonna have to be careful here. This time, not delaying it, but a great smart move there. He goes for the throw. He was able to switch positions.
Damn, down for 2, caught him stepping away from the wall that time.
When he keeps him there, nice. That's natural combo at the wall. Gets the knockdown splat. Oh man, is he gonna come back? Oh, not today.
All right, we got a match. This is going to start going back and forth. I don't think we're going to have a one-sided complete grand final. That'll blow my mind.
But right now, Naroma, again, he's been playing so solid throughout the entire
nice broken plate here. He's going to keep him there. He went for a counter hit forward too. Talks to the hand.
Yeah, and again, right? Oh, he's just moving forward. Yeah, no punching that down for 2, but move forward with no buttons.
so much harder to condition.
Jackhammer. Down back to. Doesn't need to charge it up.
Yeah, he's starting to use way more tools here in the match.
Oh, he just looked at it.
We've never seen that.
Not even attempting something there.
Yeah, he's so committed to not hitting buttons right now that he's not even punishing.
Yeah. I mean, some would argue, you know, this version of Devil Jin, when you go back then, not as strong as what we have currently, where, you know, the Electrical Godfist has increased tracking buffs. Health Tube was obviously better back then. Oh my gosh! Nice.
Big combo here.
Damn, didn't get the low hit though because it resplat. No sirree.
This time he was close enough there for the flash punch combo ender, and
he got lucky he was close enough.
Yeah, because sometimes it'll whiff and you'll get launched for your troubles.
It's been missing. You know, he should be using back one too there at a minimum, right?
Or down forward 4, something that he has more confidence in. They trade blows there. Unfortunately, doesn't get the launch.
Up 2-0 in the set, and if he does that, he could be looking good here for a grand finals reset.
Wow!
Oh wow!
Okay. Oh, he missed the follow up there. I don't know if he was going for the blue stuff, but that's what it seemed like there with the down forward 1 whiffing.
Yeah, I can tell Kudans right now. He's looking for that electric, right? He set him up with all his no button movement, just like electric in a low parry, bro.
Yeah, presence of mind. That's great stuff. Oh, the toe
doesn't
kick.
Kill.
Oh, he's dead.
No, shoulder. Yep. All right, final round. Kudans could go up 2-0 here. He's coming back with losers though.
Nice, good punish there. He got the wall setting 4-4. Oh, this time catching him as he comes in. This is going to be big because he's going to push to the wall here, and then he gets the big combo. Oh, he goes for the mid that time. Broken plate, sidestep, and look at Kudans starting to maneuver himself away, going clockwise. Getting away from the wall. Nice punish again.
Pursuing the opponent right now.
Ooh.
That was a big opportunity there with the Godfist.
Damn, man, he needs bigger punishes on these.
Yeah, he needs to make that thing like, hey, don't use that move on me. Let me teach you a lesson. Who's going to get this first round? This could be big. Down. Whoa. Unorthodox.
You wanted that? Damn. Game 2 to Kudans.
And we saw a lot of that in the matchup against JDCR, that Kudans does have the ability to chop away with some very interesting low patterns. He'd go from crouch 3, he'd use a bit of the down back 2 to kind of set that up, and a lot of down 4. And I feel like that's a smart thing to do against Jack, because Jack's not going to launch you for that unless you're really telegraphing it, unless he's able to sidestep or something like that. But good stuff there from Kudans. He's able to close out that round. You know, Naroma was mounting a comeback after that early lead, but now he's up 1-0, and again, a longer extended set. If Kudans wants to win this, he not only has to win 1 set, he has to win 2.
What does the power level say right now?
Yeah, and Naroma was the guy who sent him to the loser bracket in this tournament too.
And it was quite convincing too. I gotta say, it was very convincing.
The thing about it was that first set, it was all in the Naroma offense, right? It was just like constant barrage. Within 5 seconds of every round, Kudans' back was to the wall. You know, the one game that Kudans won was on the Infinite stage. So here they are at the walls, and now Kudans is up 2-0. Things are changing here. This is not the same Naroma we saw in the winter final. It's not the same Kudans either. Jackhammer, no follow-up this time. Went for like some attempt at Oki.
Oma getting pushed to the wall here. Here comes Kudans. What's the mix-ups we're going to see? Goes for the Demon Paw again. Continuing that Mishima pressure, which is classic, of course. But the thing is, if he has just enough spacing, he could really turn things around. Here comes Naroma.
Punish? No. Yeah, see, and if Naroma had recognized these flash punch counts with down, he could have been ready to kill him.
That was big. He's going to get a big hit here. The follow-up here, looking to close it out. It could go either way. Oh, he messed up.
Wow! So much luck on his side there. Okay, Naroma's starting to look like winner side JDCR, you know?
Yeah.
Tons of mistakes for no reason.
Yeah, that sequence there was literally Naroma for error. No room for error there. Oh my gosh, keeps him there. Look at this, Demon Corpse thrust.
Yeah, it looks like Kudans is pissed that he made those mistakes.
Debug. And you still have to have the confidence to be able to do that. I don't know why he went for that attack there. That's something that you never see from Jack. Oh, a late punish.
Yeah, I love it. Yo, electrics all day. All right, when you guys use that hashtag TWT Throwback to recommend events, try to pick some events that have top 8s with Mishimas doing electrics, all right?
You mean with Kudans?
Yeah.
Anyways, man, that was crazy. Here we go, pushing back, going the other way.
His hell sweeps was so unreadable. You know, a lot of times when you want to try to defend against the wave dash mix-up, you want to try to like follow the character's body up and down so you can tell when the hell sweep's coming out. But the way Kudans does, he'll wave stop, and then you don't know what the hell's happening anymore.
Yes. Oh, there's the big punish there. He gets the knockdown as well. Goes to the wall. Sometimes you got to breathe and stop. But for real, he's giving him what he got. Uh-oh. Look at this. Kudans right now, he's playing at another level again.
Whoa!
The electricity bill, have you paid it?
Yeah. Make sure you guys take care of that, will you?
This is what you're seeing right now is what his
Damn, look at Kudans. You can see the comp. When he starts landing electric, his confidence level's up.
Oh, yeah.
That electric.
The spacing here, it's just the offensive pressure and knowing that he can whip out the electric or the hell sweep at any given point, it's so scary. But then it opens up the world for moves like the Wraith Kick. Oh my gosh, he's going to keep up there. That's going to hurt.
Laser misses. Doesn't get first to a laser scraper.
Into the tombstone.
Oh, good break. Good patience.
Again.
Oh my gosh, get out of here. Don't even try it.
This is for a reset already. Holy crap.
Yeah, Kudans is already up 2-0.
Have the clock in his favor. Still has the light lead.
He's looking to. Oh, and he gets him.
Just the tippy toes.
Puts him in the body bag, and look at that. Naroma now going to have to take off the audio. Make sure he's listening to this right. I just lost 3-0. Look at him. He's not looking confident here.
I mean, he got swept, and it was pretty free. And he got a couple rounds here and there, but overall, that was not Naroma's set whatsoever. Like, there was no moment that I was like, all right, Naroma's about to bring this back. He's going to turn things around. Nope.
He is playing differently.
You know, I got to say, like, leading into this, if he did not play JDCR in that third place match, would Kudans even have this, you know, this momentum or this confidence in him to be able to just plow through the Naroma that opening set? Because again, that was very convincing, 3-0.
Oh yeah, and you saw it in the first set that Kudans had with JDCR, right? He was already confident in that matchup against Dragunov, against the player JDCR. So when he got that again, loser side, he didn't have to like question himself. He didn't have to figure out a new matchup or something. You know, he's just ready to go. If he had instead gone against John Ding there, which would have been his other opponent, he might have been like, oh, lucky Chloe, what the hell do I do? You know, what does this character do? But instead, you know, here he is, and he's definitely warmed up. Everything's working. Wave dashes are perfect. Electrics are there. You know, we still haven't seen the perfect electric down for 2, but we are at a reset right now. So now, effectively, Naroma in the loser bracket as well with them.
It's not just a reset. This is a very one-sided reset. He is coming off of a 3-0. He's coming off all the confidence in the world. He just beat JDCR as well.
Yep.
I mean, come on. He must be on top of the world. Kudans has to be feeling himself.
Oh, man. This is what the first
Naroma's on
like.
Fire.
Yeah, all wall pressure all day and the perfect. Okay, that's how you want to start off after someone resets you in the grand final.
That's what I get for talking all that smack. He got destroyed.
The adjustments are probably starting to be made.
Okay.
Back it up. Back it up.
Naroma finally changing it up here.
Look at this. Naroma is playing out of his mind here. I mean, that's what you have to do. He has to make these adjustments. Oh, again. The patience here. Getting away with murder, though. He's, you know, utilizing a lot of unsafe moves. But it's really open. Oh, what the hell? How'd that miss?
I don't know. That was funky.
Do it again.
Light off axis.
All right, you got it that time. There you go.
Damn,
wanted to make
hell
sure.
sweep, bro.
Do it again.
No way.
Oh my
God. Dude, oh,
How did that miss? How did that miss?
I don't know, man.
He landed 5 hell sweeps. He landed 5 hell sweeps that round. That's crazy.
You won't see that in season 3. I don't know. Maybe you will.
That was quite the statement.
I said that and I thought about it. I was like, dude, what if they start removing characters in season 6? We always get all these characters added. What if they start removing characters? You know?
That'd be
Damn,
interesting.
he ain't gonna be in season 3.
We'd have an actual top 5 characters versus a top 20. But he's running away with this. What's going on?
I don't know, man. It's not looking pretty for normal. Like that first round here after the reset, I was like, all right. We were back to a good set. But
I mean, Naroma came out on fire. He got a perfect quick lead here in this match. But then, what do you do when you get perfected, right? You have to embarrass your opponent. He did 5 hell sweeps in that round, and he was able to guess right every single time.
Man, that's
one way to
crazy,
take the advantage back.
Bit of mental warfare, you know?
Yeah. Oh, the sidestep inside. I can't stress.
Jackhammer in Tekken 7 Season 1?
Yeah, I can't stress how hard it is to be able to pull that off in the heat of the battle.
And the execution.
Do it again.
Man, he tried double demon pop after the first one hit grounded because he tried to get up.
Oh, and he gets the
Helen
knockout
trying
here.
to make a statement, bro.
Oh, the tip! Is that enough? Is it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit? That's the question.
It's gonna hit tiny pixel. It should be enough.
Yeah. Obviously a lot of scaling to it, but I think the last hit is just going to be enough. And here we go to a final round here. Match number 1 of our grand finals reset. Naroma making this comeback. Oh, he's chopping away now. Oh, what are you doing? He set it up. He got it in his head.
Yo, Naroma.
Oh, just shy of the wall.
What the hell?
Look at this life lead, though.
Huge lead, looking to take this first match.
Another perfect? After this whole
really
set?
Running slash kick?
No.
Oh, that was L.
No,
that was definitely. Oh, that was an L sweep for sure.
I was like, wait a second, he's not gonna do this. All right, Naroma regains the lead in this set. 1-0 in this grand finals reset.
Yeah, he's kind of filing away that earlier set that they had. Obviously, it was a very one-sided set with Kudans, but just that win alone, that says a lot. That he is able to, you know, mentally come back into the matchup and have that confidence to, oh my gosh, Arctic Snowfall? Are you for real?
It always happens.
It
Dude, that
happens.
sidestep left electric on the jackhammer, though, that woke me up, bro. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I loved it.
All about space.
That's why I was like, do it again. I want to see it.
All right, so
I mean,
right now,
just like, you know, trying to sidestep that move in this version of the game, you got hit so many times. You're like, did I get it? Nope, nope. Why'd I even try? That was the feeling you ended up having. So to have a Mishima to sidestep it and get the electric for the punish, beautiful stuff. All right, here we go. Game number 2 of the reset.
Going at the ankles again.
Infinite stage has been working out in Kudan's favor. I think that the majority of the time that Naroma's winning has been when there's a wall there.
Ooh, wow! That was a far dash. That was a far dash. Let's see what he does.
And the running 3. Yeah, you want to keep ducking for these health suits, bro? Running 3.
And we've seen him. He's been using that tool a bit more here in the matchup so far.
Here we go.
Go back to that final round last game. You know, the health suits got him killed, but the running 3s were hitting.
Action is going and going.
Wow! Again, the tip. You know, he has a size like 32 boot, and it's probably really easy for him to be able to electric that.
Stutter step here.
Oh my
Here we go.
He tried to chuck him in the air. No volcanoes in the snow.
Oh, he had another opportunity there. Did not go for it. Oh, he tried that time.
I thought that was going to hit. I believed in it, too.
Me too. He's like, I'm tired of your stuff. Let me show you what's up.
With the test here. It looks like he did his homework. He is fighting.
Okay. Life deficit here for Kudans. He's going to have to be careful. He's in the red. But, you know, once you're in the red, one hit could end it all. Oh, here we go. Down back 2.
Yeah, it looked like he actually tried a low parry, but then it was delayed. Debug.
Oh, nice. Able to get the jab here. Again, big launch, big punish here from Naroma. But I like that Kudans is still going for it. I mean, that's the move. A lot of people say you live and die by the hell sweep. It's a good sword, but it's also a bad sword.
I mean, right now it looks like Naroma's living and dying, but it's debug, except he's hella living with it.
Wow, wow, look at this. So Naroma with the opportunity here to go up 2-0 against Kudans in the grand finals. Oh, nice punish. Whoop, there you go.
Four all day.
To the face. Uh-oh. Some adjustments are being made here. What do you got?
Dash in and goes for the machine gun.
Oh, goodness.
Dude, Naroma's going in right now. Oh, that's big.
Yeah, you know, he's really been favoring the heavy lows, and it's been working out for him. Kudans with the last pixel here, but no!
All right, all right. Rip, let's look at it this way. So Naroma's up 2-0 right now after getting beat 3-0 in the set prior. He needs one more match to win the entire tournament. And, you know, he handled Kudans pretty handily in the winners finals as well. He is in cruise control, I would say, at this point. Right. He just needs to win one more match, and Kudans is done.
And if you're Kudans, you're thinking, man, I already did what I needed to do. I qualified for the TWT finals, you know, by beating JDCR. I just needed a top 2 finish. I got to top 2 now. I got the reset, so I don't look like a clown. But, you know, it would be nice to win, but whatever. You know, I think that's where I'd be at.
Yeah.
You know, the bigger picture goal has already been achieved. They get infinite stage again here. Kudans is still talking off screen. Looks like he's talking to, yeah, I'm going to assume that's Nakoma always.
Get off of me. Oh, wow. 4-4-1.
Oh, had a good opportunity there, but unable to get anything out of it. Let's see what he does.
And I like what he's doing. You know, he is ducking, he's delaying, he is standing, canceling.
4-4.
He misses the follow-up, but doesn't
Hell
matter.
sweep.
Hell Sweep City.
Just a little late on it. He'll get the 3-ring circus.
Yeah, both guys a little bit more patient now.
Jab. More pressure here.
And Naroma still, he's not.
He went for it.
He's tried like so many times. Like, it's bound to happen, right? Damn, he gave him another one. He's like, try again, bro.
Well, see, that's the thing is Naroma is playing at that level again where he's like, you can't do it. I'm going to keep going for it. You're not going to punish me. Oh, that's a big opportunity there.
Yeah, Kudans is definitely hesitating now. You can see it. But he's not giving up on the electric. Like, you know, if you're just going to keep whipping for him, he's going to take him.
Getting that round, he needed that.
Tries to go for an early sidestep.
Get it out of here. Low parry.
He's going to need all of these rounds.
3-ring circus. Doesn't get the electric fall. His execution is definitely looking a little suspect right now. A little sus.
Trying to break his ankle. Okay, here we go.
Low combo. The Wraith kick this time. Stand 2 jabs. Can do it. Yeah, that was definitely a throw break. I still didn't get the jab punch with it.
Starting to sidestep, trying to circle his opponent here.
Oh, here we go. Wraith kick follow up here. Goes for the Demon Steel Pedal. Unable to get it. He did roll out of the way in time. Kudans definitely playing a slower paced match than what we've seen earlier from both of these two. Obviously more on the line now, especially with Naroma up 2-0.
I can't believe how many debugs he's landed.
Yeah, he's landed all of them almost.
4 T-tags. I think one was blocked, dude.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
the
look at
down
that.
forward one, man, oh man, Naroma.
Do you think this is Naroma's downfall, though? He's starting to use moves, obviously, that are not safe. He's feeling himself in a way where he wants to really show that, hey, I'm outsmarting you mentally. These pokes are all going to land.
Is Kudans that next level where he's taking all these heavy lows?
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. To force him to keep doing them, right?
Right, and then kill him from all later?
I mean, that is a long play battle plan for sure. I mean, I'm not going to doubt his reflexes. I know he can probably do it. Man, this is a bad position here because he might be able to close it out here. Mix up. Oh, no debug that time. Look at this. One round away from winning the tournament. 1 round away. Kudans, what are you going to do here? You have 0 on your scoreboard.
Damn, Naroma. Pressure's on now. You saw the jackhammers coming out. Feeling confident with his top. Back 4. Counter it.
Naroma's a beast. Okay, nice combo there. Oh, and he gets punished again.
Sweep. What else were you going to do? I mean, you know, Kudans, he's not really the type to cancel the wave dash into it while standing 2 either.
No, it's very rare that he does that, but when he does it, he makes sure it lands. But that's definitely a hidden jutsu technique of the old Mishima clan. Look at this. Demon Steel Pedals.
He's in rage now, though.
Bumping it.
Gonna have to be very careful.
Back
Okay.
2.
Nice. One more hit should do it. Broken plate. No, goes to the down forward 4.
If Naroma gets a launcher, though, okay. I was
Yeah,
going to say,
could've
a
been
launch
over.
with Rage
Yeah.
Art with that tiny life, yeah.
So still 1 round away for Naroma. If he takes this round, he will be the champion here at Seam.
Debug blocked!
Oh, finally. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, Rip. Maybe he was waiting this entire time.
No way, dude. That's 2 next level. And look at this.
We'll find out if he does another debugger and it gets blocked,
I
right?
know, he's going to block like every debugger from here on out.
Okay. Follow up here. What's he going to go? Standing 2, which is such a great offensive tool. To set up. Oh, my gosh.
It is not over whatsoever. 2-1. You thought you won the tournament? I don't think so.
2-1. Is he gonna
Okay, that was pretty crazy. That was a clutch electric when God Fist.
Oh,
Look at Naroma. Naroma's smiling because he's shitting himself right now.
Yep.
He is not ready for what's about
It's
to
like
happen.
something slipped out.
I don't like to get hyped, man. People get hurt when I
Kudans. Who is Kudans talking to? I gotta know.
It's gotta
it's
be
Kokoma?
Kokoma was on stage earlier talking to him about the artistic issues.
Because I wanna stay away
I
from
mean, a lot of times, and actually in other events, we saw Kokoma talking to Nee at the finals, right? Nee was at this event, could be Nee.
Yeah, it might be Nee. Never know. That's definitely part of the old guard. They came from the same era. We are going into what looks like Arctic Snowfall. Another no-wall
Dude,
stage.
again? All right, all right.
I think I get hyped because of the possibility.
Can Kudans keep it going, or will Naroma finally close it out? This is the Reset Grand Finals, and Naroma's up 2-1.
2-1. Naroma starting off with the 2-1s. He is trying to lock him down. And again, we have another no-wall situation.
Debug. All right, he's not blocking all of them. Maybe he's only blocking when it's final round situation.
Oh, yeah.
Hella mind games.
Demon Paw.
Okay.
Damn!
He was just dashing in his face. Dash
I love
first.
This battle, these guys so confident in their movement and their reactions. Fighting so close.
Oh, my gosh.
Man, Kudans is a nut.
A beautiful infight. Oh my
Oh, out of range. Oh, he still got it in time.
I can't believe that.
Yo, that was nuts. All right. So this is big for Kudans. We got to frame this here. Kudans fighting for his tournament life, obviously on the verge of being eliminated, especially in that last match. But now, slowly but surely, mounting a comeback here, trying to tie up the set.
Right into action.
Man, he's looking sharp again.
Yep.
The pressure being
definitely
applied
woke up.
here from both players.
I want someone to check what they have in his water.
Naroma is definitely, he's like, all right, let me just play Tekken 7 Jack right now. Jackhammers all day. And that's something, you know, he hasn't really been doing a ton of.
Uh-oh, here
Maybe
we
trying to
go.
mix it up.
Oh, into the Stonehead.
Stonehead.
Into the
What a sidestep.
What a whiff.
Oh, man, looking for this opportunity. Again, he's going to go for the whip punish. No.
Oh, he whipped.
Out of range. I like it. Naroma staying alive here. Tied up on rounds.
Tied up on rounds again.
One apiece
This is
again.
too close for comfort.
Game 4.
Oh,
It's
nice.
crazy how you
Gets
hear
the
your own
follow-up here. What's he
commentary
gonna do?
mannerisms when you're doing commentary against your old track. That's
Right?
nuts. I
Yeah,
just
we
said
end
the
up like
same
doubling
shit.
up. Yep.
Here we go.
And that was a counter.
Like,
At least
man,
it's
do I always say
consistent.
that? Damn it. I know, right? 3 years later. Oh, boy. Damn, while standing one. All right, all right. Blocking the hell sweep there. Damn, give them the what? I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Damn, that could be a critical mistake for Kudans.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful here. Got to watch out for this opening again with the jackhammer, playing it safe.
We'll see what happens.
Jackhammer and back two. That's what you like to see.
Where
The
does
lows
light
are gonna come out.
Stage?
Yeah, lows are gonna come out eventually. Oh, he opened him up with the back two, and again, tournament point here for Naroma. Will he be able to slay the demon?
And again, this is important.
Yeah,
This is tournament
great
point
pick.
for Naroma again, but right now Kudans.
I can't believe I just said it.
doing the offense here.
Oh, what a nice down forward two. Threading the needle. I forgot Jack had that issue. That sometimes the combos would miss.
Again with
Damn, double wave hell sweep. The double wave hell sweep, I think it's hit 100% on Naroma.
Careful, you don't want to bleed all over the floor, Steve.
Uh-oh.
God,
He missed again.
you don't want to bleed all over the floor, Steve? Was that a Juna reference?
Yes, because he was bleeding the night before.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, the follow-up here. He's looking to close it out. One more mix-up could do it. Broken plate. There it is.
Wow, it's not over still. Again, tournament point Naroma.
It's either
so
tournament point or
close.
tied up. One of these is going to happen.
These Red Bulls might not be the best choice.
You had like 5 of them.
I know, man. These matches, dude.
Uh-oh, look at this. Look at the spacing. Nice down forward two.
I want to know if Naroma tried to down for it too there.
Oh, wow.
They
Damn,
both
he
went
wanted
for
that
it.
whiff.
Oh, no duck.
He has a good chance here. Oh, the hell sweep.
Oh, there's a double dash.
In his head. He's
Double
gonna
wave
continue
hell
the
sweep.
mix-up. What's he going to do here? Back dash.
Do it again.
Waits. He has the lead.
Uh-huh.
That was a good duck. Smart duck.
4-4. Nice block. You see the jab just to test him. He does not want Devil Jane to be able to move.
And
Naroma's
these guys
got
just jockeying for that position.
Yeah, he needs a big launcher, right? Like the pokes can add up. He's got 26 to make it happen, but with Kudans' defense, I don't know if you can rely on just pokes to get this done.
We have about
14
10
seconds.
left. What's going to happen? There's
No time. There's no time. He's going to have to make a comeback. He's going to have to start going low.
Oh, he's
He
in
interrupted
there
with the low jab.
Oh,
He's
and
in
that's
trouble
gonna
with
be
everything.
Final match. One more match.
All tied up.
Kudans.
And Naroma with the
Okay, so
smile
Naroma's
to the crowd.
tell is
I
that he
am gonna
smiles
start
when he's
moving
nervous
away
and
from
shitting his
Steve.
bricks. You know, like,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what's
and
happening.
okay, he's adjusting the glasses.
Oh, dude, this is bad.
Cleans out his eyes.
Uh-oh.
All right, everybody.
And
this
again,
is gonna
Kudans
be
is
it.
just getting
This is
more
the
and more
last
powerful
match.
here.
Like last game. I think that's what his mouth said. I think I read last game.
Southeast Asia, but that's what I'm talking about.
Damn, dude.
Tell him, Steve.
Jesus,
Tell him.
man.
Naroma was all scratched at the back of his head. He's like holding on to his neck. Kudans just sitting there just nodding his head like, yep, about to beat that ass. Here we go. Bring on the final game.
The Devil's Pit.
All right, this is the final match. It looks like we do have walls in this stage that's coming up. It all comes down to this. One winner will emerge. It's all tied up. This is the last possible match unless they have a draw. Unless they have a double KO. But the last possible match.
Man, this is Korea versus Japan.
All right,
After
final match of the
Naroma
day.
came to Korea and beat everyone up.
Yeah?
Pretty cool.
Tekken World Tour presented by Cup Noodles Asia Finals. Last
Here we
match
go.
of the day.
Starting it up. Wow!
Start it off.
Hey,
man.
don't even try it, bro.
Hey,
Gets the wall
hey.
of pressure.
And he keeps him there. Again, what? He went for the Demon Corpse Thrust. Doesn't matter. Reset the opportunity.
The
Heaven's
crowd is
Gate.
going nuts. I'm
What's he
gonna
going to do now?
my headset.
A riot just
Fantastic
started.
for
Everybody's
Kudans.
running around. Oh
I'll
my
let the
God.
crowd
Devil's
do
Pit, though, means we get the
Oh,
walls and the
no.
infinite stage.
Not over just
Yeah,
yet.
he's going to get the follow-up here. He might be able to close out. Nope, no wall. Doesn't matter.
From a robot.
Big opportunity here.
And a
Oh.
broken
Played.
round,
Them
final
plates
game
again broken.
goes to Kudans.
First
Yeah.
round of Kudans
It's been an
takes the lead
excellent
back
display
in the
of
set.
persistence And dedication, Kudans coming back.
Yeah,
after
the doubles.
losing in our winners'
I can't believe
finals.
he made this
Oh
comeback.
my
Jeez, he
God.
was one round away
Bro.
from losing it all.
Electricity all
That was a
around.
standing two that he whip punched with an electric.
Oh, yeah.
Went for the down laser.
Oh, and he blocked it this time. He's blocking all the lows now. I don't know if you noticed, Rip. He definitely set him up for this.
And the hell sweep. He's like, I'm blocking your lows and I'm hitting you with mine.
Oh, nice
Oh
block.
my God. Full crowd down four? I don't think so. I launched those.
More damage on the table.
Oh,
Plant the
seat
seed,
splatter.
bro.
He's
Is this
insane.
going to be a comeback? Is he going to go all the way?
No way.
No way, indeed. He
Yeah,
has to
camera.
do it. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Years.
And a
Never
Good
mind, you
stuff.
can't
Man,
go
that was such a big bet.
can't believe
two there?
Tournament champion.
Infinite stage. Set point. Tournament point. Kudans.
Yeah, there's no more walls now, so there's a bit more freedom for both of these players to backdash to kind of sidestep around their opponent.
Again,
that also means less damage for the potential launch and combos. Nice float.
Back to
the pressure. Who's gonna take it?
Oh wow, look at this pressure. I'm gonna hold the mic closer to my face, just so you guys know.
He does have a slight life lead here, so you can't count out Naroma. But I have a feeling that Godfist might be coming out. That was big. That was huge. Now he's going to put him in the blender. There's the blender. It starts. What kind of fruits you got in there? Looking for that perfect match.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
A Wraith kick that time. This now he got the lead back. Oh my gosh.
Down back two.
Looking to close it out.
He finished the twin last and Naroma didn't bite.
Oh my God.
Last pick from Naroma. There from downtown. Kudans gonna be the champion of C Major 2017.
He definitely earned it. That was quite the comeback road that he had to really invest his focus on. That was nuts.
He had 2 sets against JDCR and 3 sets against Naroma. In this top 8. That's the only people he played. JDCR and Naroma, and he beat them both.
Yeah, and he's bowing to the crowd. I mean, you got to take the curtain call. That was an amazing performance here. From at the time, one of the characters that we rarely saw in tournament grand finals, let alone in top 8. But that was some impressive stuff here from Kudans. And if you guys like what you guys saw here from the TW Throwback, message Kudans on Twitter. Let him know that we miss his Devil Jin. That was some great stuff.
Yes, seriously, send him a message on Twitter. Be like, yo, man, we just saw you at C Major. You were awesome. You beat that ass. Hey, Hachi chance couldn't save JDCR. Nothing could. I mean, Kudans ridiculously has JDCR's number. It comes all the way back to this event. I didn't know it at the time when we watched the finals. But really, this is what set the stage for that finals.
Oh, yeah.
Without this event, that finals is so different.
It changed history because obviously we saw it before in one of the TW Throwbacks. Kudans ended up winning the entire World Finals. So, yeah, this was definitely a standout moment for the tour.
So obviously, Kudans wins the tournament.
Man, it's so crazy. And yeah, he had to beat JDCR in the losers final of the finals.
Yeah.
And he beat him at the losers final of this tournament as well to qualify for the finals.
Yeah.
Like, that bit of history right there is so important.
Yeah, and then we can't even forget to admit about how Rip sabotaged JDCR's chances of winning by asking him to pick Heihachi.
Well, look,
that was nuts.
Without even knowing it, I knew that his Dragunov couldn't beat Kudans twice at C Major. And a third time at the finals.
Maybe you did him a favor because he did win one match with that Heihachi. He did win at least one match.
On top of that,
damn, the pop-off. Oh, man. But, yeah, regardless, Kudans, this was his year. He wins C Major 2017, qualifies himself to the TWT finals because of it, goes to the finals, has an epic run that nobody saw coming, really. Like, despite him doing well here in the week before, no one really thought, like, he's going to win the finals. The whole year, we had seen the Echo Fox boys with JDCR insane. And even though they were starting to fall off a little bit, everyone kind of thought, like, it's been a long year. When the finals come around, they're going to be prepped. They're going to be ready. They're going to be rested. It's going to be the Echo Fox boys, 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, is with Tekken, with a lot of fighting games in general, it's always that matter of any given Sunday. Who is the best player on that day? And Kudans has proven again, time and again, that he's become one of those monster players. So it's been a while since we've seen him do that, but I'd like to see many players rise to that occasion. But again, want to give a lot of shout outs to everybody that's been tuning in. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social channels right now. As you can see, whether it's Bandai Namco Esports or Tekken on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter and Facebook as well. Of course, if you guys want to join in on more of the conversations and want to see more of this stuff, make sure you guys use the hashtag TWT Throwback and let us know what shows you want to see. I know I was talking to Rip about it earlier, but I definitely want to see some of the more recent stuff to where we got to today. I want to see some players out of Pakistan. Maybe we'll do TWT Throwback from Tokyo Tekken Masters from last year. I know there's a lot of possibilities. I'd definitely like to see some of those.
Oh, yeah. I see in the chat people asking when the next Throwback is. Usually they're at this time, right? It's always on Sundays at noon. It seems to be the time that we're doing them. So, of course, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys are followed to these channels wherever you guys are watching it at. And make sure you have those notifications on so you're notified.
So, I got to ask you, Rip, prior to this, I mean, there's obviously more Tekken Online Challenge events that are going to be happening. The Bud Light Beer League is starting up again.
There's starting up this week?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But there's a lot of stuff that's just going on for Tekken. We have the eventual season 4 that's going to be happening in fall of this year, which is supposed to be fall. From what I understand, is between summer and winter. So it's in that time frame.
And I looked up the dates, and it could be all the way until December 20 or 21st or something. So fall is pretty darn long.
Well, let's hope it's not that long because, I'm sure as Tekken fans want to see things sooner rather than later, but I'm sure there will be updates from the team. They're obviously working hard. I mean, given the times, it's a lot harder to work on these kinds of things just because people aren't in the office like there usually are, at least in years past. But again, thanks guys for everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Make sure, again, you follow the channel and you'll be notified when more Tekken action is going to be happening. Rip, anything else you want to say to the fans?
That's all, man. Make sure you guys tune to all the tech stuff coming this way. We'll see you guys soon.
Bandai Namco
Bye.